live on the TV now. That's the reserves. No. Get a bit cold later. Have you got a jacket?
Oh, I got a jacket in the car, yeah. Is it meant to rain?
No.
It's good. We love that. It was coming in sideways when I was in South Australia last week.
Oh, God, really?
Oh, mate, absolutely kissing it. It was hailing. But we're in a big grandstand. We're in...
I was on a scissor lift in Bairnsdale and it was pouring on me.
We are?
Yeah. All right. Well, you're on the effects mic now, so...
What's that?
You'll be on that now.
Very good afternoon. Welcome down to Western Park. You can find us live on TRFM here for the round 9 clash of the Alinta Energy Gippsland League. It is, of course, Warragul taking on Drouin, the arch rivals, the crosstown rivals. And Warragul are in a fight for that top 5 spot with yesterday's results. The Tigers hold on to it at the moment, but Warragul don't want to lose too much ground on the Tigers. A win today is an absolute must. They get the inclusion of a couple of big ins. And it is, of course, Will Hayes comes in, Braden Fowler, and, of course, the prime train comes into the side as well for the goals. While for Drouin, well, they've shown some patches of good form. They need to put 4 quarters together, and today might just be the recipe up against an arch rival and a team that they dislike a little bit between the crosstown teams. Great to have your company on Sunday afternoon football on TRFM. My name's Daryl Cooling. Joining me is my co-caller. His name is Timmy Sexton.
Scud, very good afternoon. Good afternoon, listeners and people live streaming on the Gippsland League app. Fantastic day here in Warragul Western Park. Looking forward to a cracking game between, as you mentioned, 2 arch rivals.
Of course, the Scotty is with us for special comments thanks to Carpet Country this afternoon. Scotty, great to have your company. Your thoughts on today?
Yeah, look, hopefully we get to see a real contest between 2 clubs that don't like each other, which everyone knows, but it's how it plays out for the first quarter for me that's going to tell us where this game goes. If it gets a bit ugly early, it could get real ugly later on. All
right, number 1 stats man in the business is, of course, our great friend Paul Carter. Good afternoon to you, Paul.
Good afternoon, Daryl and listeners. Yes, we're so blessed in the league with the rivalries we have, this one being one of the great ones. Sale Mafra, you've got Maul, Terrell and Moe, any combination of those 3. The 2 South Gippsland teams, the 3 East Gippsland teams. It's just fantastic that whenever these line up, it becomes some sort of bit of almost a local derby type of thing. Well, these 2 teams are very, very close together. And as you say, they have built up a rivalry. The guys who go to school together, the guys who work together and things like that. And then on the weekend they put on their different jumpers and out they go and do battle.
I tell you what, one thing that Drouin have put on, they've all put on the same colour boot. There's about 5 out there with the colour orange. Timmy?
There's that, and then there's the white and blue, Scud.
Yeah.
There's that's obviously the... must have been a special on it, Intersport in Warragul, was there, or something along those lines? So
whoever's bought a pair for one of the boundary umpires as well.
Yeah, I did notice that. He's going to stand out, isn't he? So, no, look, it's certainly one of the things that we like when we come to these games, and we try and identify a lot of the players by boots or tape or haircut, and you don't normally see a cluster of the same colour boot, but we've got it here today, so it's going to be a bit of fun.
We had something different yesterday. We had a guy with fluoro boots, 1 pink and 1 orange down at Wonthaggi yesterday.
Yeah, it was in the earlier game, wasn't it, Paul? So
that's right.
Both these sides just break away now. It'll be interesting to see where they go. So let's get our tips. Who wins, Paul?
Warragul wins this game, and they win it by about 38 points.
All right, Scotty.
Warragul by 12.
Timmy?
Warragul by 29.
29. I'm going to go Warragul as well by 10. I think this will be a close game. I think Drouin just going to step up just when they need to, I think, and today just might be their day. Let's have a look at the middle of the ground. Walking into the middle, of course, we know that Wibley will probably do the ruck duty. He's having a chat to his midfield group at the moment in Hobbs. Isaac Wallace is in there, along with Riley Sanini, one of the young guns for Warragul. While for Drouin, already in the middle of the ground, as expected, you'd think that the Quirk boys would be in there, just trying to work out.
Caleb and Aiden are definitely in there.
Yeah.
As is Kai.
Kai's in there as well. So all 3, is it all 3 of them?
All 3, and Lunda's in there, and Will Hayes is...
I would appreciate first names when we get to Quirk.
Sorry, mate.
Quirk,
okay?
Not a chance.
Quirk to Quirk.
Yep.
Max Williams got the job on the prime train too.
Will Hayes is actually starting at in the back line. so, but just off the square.
All right, so let's have a look at the Warragul side. Will kick to the city end of the ground. Drouin are kicking towards the Bawbaw Hills. And Seba Amoroso starts in the goal square for the Drouin Hawks. As we said, Kai Quirk's in the middle of the ground. Aiden Quirk's in there. And did you go with the other one as well, Tim? Was it all three of them in
all
there?
Three of them in there.
There we go. I've got a pole right in the middle of the ground. So I'm going to hand it over to you, Timmy Sexton, to get us underway for round 9 on Sunday. It's Warragul and Drouin.
And we've bounced the ball into the middle here. And Lund was the first one to get the tap out there. It was Hobbs who got the handball coming out. And it's going up in the hands of Sanini. He bursts through the pack on the left boot, sends it forward, looking forward to there. Wasn't able to take mark, but a free kick's going to be paid. And it's going to go there to Stewart. Zach sends the ball forward. And a mark's taken in the goal square, turns around, and we kicks it straight through the middle there.
Braden Fowler, Timmy.
It is your man.
It was my man. And what did he do to the Drouin supporters beyond the goal? Hasn't really worked out, has it, in this opening quarter? Drouin supporters down the bottom end, and that's where Warragul kicked.
He said, that's how you kick a goal.
And that came up in 30 seconds flat. Metric on home scoreboard. We've got a goal on the board to Warragul. 1 goal straight, 6.
Yeah, I think we said that Drouin needed to win the ball forward of centre, and that's exactly what Warragul have done, and you kick a goal inside of 30 seconds, and let's hope that's not the start of something.
All right, we go. Come back to the middle, and Lund will do the ruck duties up against Wibley. Wibley gets a clear tap down. Sanini just overran it. Quirk was there. That was Kai. Handballs out the back to the runner in Williams. Coming the other way is Garner, and he's been pinged for holding the footy. So the free kick's going Kai Quirk's way. Half-back flank for the Drouin Hawks. Kicking towards the Bawbaw end of the ground. He goes out wide looking for a teammate out there is Atkins. Zane Atkins for the Hawks. Looks down the wing area. He's got Williams who's presented right amongst 3 goals, and he takes a strong contested mark with Masterson closing quickly. So Williams, as we said earlier, he is playing on the prime train, wearing the number 46 out there for Warragul. Williams rolls in, he lowers the eyes, and nicely done. At the toes, though, there it was of McMillan. Gives it across to the teammate there in Greg, and his kick goes to the pocket. Seba Amoroso's there, one-handed, just left it behind, did Seba. And it's right in front of us, a boundary throw-in right in front on the point of the 50 as Drouin start to build.
They do inside 50, and it'll be Lund who will go against Wibley. Wibley takes front position, and Lund gets it from the back there. Looking to get the handball out there is Atkins. He swings around on the right boot, puts it forward to Amoroso, gets it down in front, picks it up. He's trying again, swings around, looks to fend off Hayes. He does. Gandy's going to be pinged for holding the ball. Just tried to do a little bit too much there in the end. And the free kick's going to go to Warragul. It's going to come out wide here, end up with Garner. Garner's calling for them to go towards the middle on the left boot. He's going to send the ball forward. A 2-on-1 contest, but wasn't able to take the mark there. Was Quirk coming through, getting the handball over there, but intercepted against it was Wallace, wrapped up in a strong tackle, and the umpire's going to pay holding the ball. And it's going to be a free kick. It's going to end up there in the hands of Tom Stern. Middle of the ground here, Western Park. Sends the ball forward. Just got to duck around a concrete pole, so I can see coming this way, looking for it there. Running over the back there, and ending up with it is Jordan Stewart, who rolls it straight in for the Warragul second of the day.
2 inside 50s, 2 goals is not looking promising for the Drouin defence at all. When they've got their hands on the footy and they slowed things down, they looked okay. But as soon as they turned it over, Warragul will go forward and go bang, bang.
Looking very much like yesterday, isn't it? The first 20 minutes of 7 goals to Maui. 2 goals in 3 minutes to Warragul to start the game on the metric on home scoreboard. They lead 12 points to 0.
Yeah, not a good start. As we said, that Drouin defence is very young down back there. And they've opened up, well, in the opening 3 minutes of play, and they just look dangerous every time they transition the football. Drouin just need to get their hands on it. Wibley does battle up against Lund. Wibley with a double fist. Coming off the line, though, Williams does well. Duck the shoulder, got a handball away. Ends in the hands of Quirk. Gives it back to a teammate who runs on and drives the half forward. Turned over, though, and Lucas Carter takes the mark. Quickly gives a hand off to Will Hayes. His outlet kick to the outer side. Stewart sliding down, taking the mark at ground level. That's Zach Variety. Right foot kick in towards the target out there at the toes. Gets down low, swoops around. Is it Sanini on the burst, on the way, through the goal? It's a Zambrero goal of the day contender. And is it Riley Sanini? I think you find that it is. What a star that Riley is. That's an early one. It's a Zambrero contender for sure.
3 goals straight, 18, and we've played 4 minutes and 30 seconds. And that's 18 points on that metric on home scoreboard to Drouin yet to score.
Yeah, wash, rinse, repeat, isn't it there? They go forward, they kick a goal.
It's a not the start that we were wanting for the Drouin Hawks. They just need to, we saw this, I think we called it early on when they Bairnsdale, they got the jump. They just need to get the ball back in their hands and see how they go. As Lund gets in the middle, he gets the tap out looking for Kai Quirk. Wasn't able to get his hands on it the first time, but he does it the second time. Gets his handball that comes out there and ends up with Caleb Quirk. He looks towards the boundary line and sends it over for a boundary throw in. 5 minutes gone here, first quarter. The Warragul Gulls have already put 3 goals on the board. The 2 ruckmen will go at it again. Wibley and Lund. Lund gets a tap down there to Kai Quirk. Got the quick hand. Caleb would then put it back to the ruckman Lund, who just throws the ball inside 50. Not able to get his hands to it first. There was Becky. And Masterson will get the handball out to Carter, who comes back in board and ends up with a strong mark there taken by Harrison. Comes out toward the coach's box side to Garner. He's looking for the runner. And he finds him there in Mulqueen. Mulqueen looks further afield. And the strong mark there is taken by Tom Stern. Centre wing in front of the coach's box. He comes back in towards the middle, but he's going to be turned over. He was looking for Hayes, but didn't quite get there. But getting a hand in the way was Harrison. Harrison looks to get forward. And then looking for the prime train. Wasn't able to get him, and good hands in there from Williams, who started well on the prime train.
He's a good defender and he's a good young player. I mentioned him before the game. He is one of the stars of the Drouin Hawks.
Inside 50 for Warragul. Scud.
A boundary throw in. Still London Wibley. Ground level there was Marshall. Quick kick around the body. He's going to come back the other direction. Walmsley was there, got one high. And Caden Walmsley wins the free kick. The outlet kick is going to go out to Amoroso with a foot race on. Out there is Elby Phillips as well. Now they come to help. Amoroso got 2 to beat. Vinny Kya's there, swoops on it. Low to ground level. Right foot delivery is beautiful. Top of the 50, that's that man, Prime Train. He's too far out to score. He chips it over the top and he finds Tom Stern inside forward 50. And Stern is a lovely, prodigious kick of the football. This distance won't be a problem. So Tommy Stern, the margin sits at the moment at 18 points. Warragul have got away to a flyer, 3 straight. There's a shot on goal coming. Tom Stern's slide angle. He'll have to kick it all of 50. As I said, distance won't be a problem. If he misses, the Drouin supporters behind the goals will go up. If he kicks, they'll stay seated. On its way, and he has missed. It hasn't made the distance in the end. Drouin support, clap and cheer. That's the first minor score this afternoon on the Metricon home scoreboard. Love where you live.
3-1-19 Warragul. Drouin yet to score. 7.5 minutes played.
The Hawks will bring the ball back in. Sorry, Scott, just got misled by that light tower that's in our way. It's going to cause us issues all day. Comes over the top, but an intercept mark comes there and is taken by Isaac Wallace. He's going to look to reload again on the left boot, but it's smothered as he tried to kick it there. The big ruckman in Lund, he's able to pick it up, but he's wrapped up straight away by 2 Warragul players. And we'll have another ball up. About 70 metres round from the Warragul goal. Wibley takes front position and gets the big left hand in front. And for his runner in there in Harrison, who couldn't pick it up, and he's seen the ball over for a boundary throw in.
Scotty, what have you noticed early?
Yeah, ruck battle even to my eye. It looks like Drouin and Warragul are winning the ball easily, but I don't think it's coming on a ruck dominance. I just think they're harder out of the round the contest.
Ruckman go at it again. Lund front position, but Wibley with his body did well. Got the handball out. Ends up with Harrison. He looks to bring the ball inside, but he's off the side of the boot and put that out of bounds on the full, and it'll be a Hawks free kick.
So down in the back pocket there for the Hawks. They're going to bring it back into the near side. The kick goes high. The target will be Lund. Coming across the front there. Couldn't mark it was McMillan. Ground level, they shuffle the handball out. They call it a throw on the big ruckman Wibley. And they throw the ball back and it hits Wibley in the head. He was still sitting on the ground. So Denver Lund, a big 203 centimetre ruckman. He's got a runner. He'll give it to that runner and drives it towards half forward. The target there is Kyron Smith. Warragul at all the numbers. Mulqueen's one of those. Gets to ground level. Handballs quickly across. Now to Will Hayes. Outlet kick was okay just. He's going to get the handball back from Stewart. Will Hayes now kicks to Stern on the wing. Warragul build-up's been good. Right foot delivery kick going to get to the back where Stewart's there. And that is it's Wallace. And now quickly at ground level they try and shuffle it out through Sanini. He dives on top of it. And working hard in there is Max Williams as well for the Hawks. Umpire will now cross his arm and say, my ball.
Probably the first time we haven't seen Warragul be completely clean moving the ball down the length of the ground.
A bit of pressure too, Scotty, on that occasion on the kicks. That was good to see.
Two ruckmen go at it in there. It's going to be a bit of that scud, you and me, throwing it back there. Kaya dumps it inside 50. Coming out of the goal square there is Fowler. Just didn't bend down enough to pick it up there. And Efford is there as well. And we'll see the ball over for a boundary throw in around 10 metres around from the Warragul goal.
Why is it always the way that the play is at the furthest part from where the commentary team are?
That's all right. That's why they have these things called binoculars, and we'll just see how we go. Fowler got the tap down coming through Harrison. He just dropped the ball there. Throwed it on the boot, though, was Stewart. Went up and down, not 15. Play on, said the umpire. And he's going to come in and we're going to have another ball up.
Timmy, I did have a bit of issue with the binoculars prior to the game.
Yeah, I know. You've got to take the covers off them to be able to see out of them, mate.
Thought I went blind in one eye.
Fowler tried to do some body work. Nothing's able to come of it, though. But Drouin are going to release outside their defensive 50, looking for Walmsley as the front position. But Masterson did well. Got a hand in there, and we're going to be wrapped up.
I think Walmsley did really well there too. It was the 3-on-1 in the end, and he caused the stoppage. So I'll give that a win to Drouin.
Absolutely. You take that with what's been happening in the first 10 minutes here.
So we've got a ball up true centre wing. Lund tried to thump it out of the area. Head over the footy there was McLean. Couldn't take it cleanly. Umpire will do it again.
That was Nettle off the bench that created the outnumber there for Warragul.
Good work, Scotty, here for Carper Country this afternoon. Lund taps it down, but Hobbs read it better. Gave a quick one handball across to Nettle. His quick kick go half forward. This guy been best on ground for Gippsland Isuzu so far of both teams. His name is Williams, and his outlet kick is nice. It found Ben Brazier on the half-back flank. Hasn't really got too many open options. Amoroso had a little bit of space on LB Phillips, and Amoroso takes the mark, goes down the line to Caden Walmsley. Nice kick, nice lead. Takes the mark. He had one inboard in Brazier. That was ignored. Probably should have pulled the trigger. Now it's just going to be kicked down the line. The target might be the big Wiz Becky. Gets over the back. Wibley was there. Roves it. Gets a handball forward. Head over the football on that occasion was Wallace. Tried to squeeze a handball out to Phillips, but over they go. The boundary will beat them both. 3-1-19. Warragul lead Drouin yet to score. Scotty?
You say Wibley then roves it?
Yes.
Wowee.
Wibley went up in the contest and then roved it.
Wibley in the ruck contest gets a tap down, but it's roved out of there by Wiz Becky, who was in the contest against him. Vinny Kai's in the middle. He's going to go out wide. And it's a great kick out there and ends up in the hands there of Hobbs. Hobbs looks further afield. Looking for there and wasn't able to find Fowler, but he was first back to it. Runs inside 50, puts the ball on the boot to the top of the square. Out the back is Stuart. Great body work, though, there from the Drouin defender. Able to cause some headaches, but it's a 3-on-2 contest. It's going to come back in, but Drouin is going to take the relieving kick. And clearing it out through there is Bibby.
Gets it out to Brewer. Brewer looks up, chips over the top. Got a teammate there, and Atkins takes the mark just inside the field of play. Chips it over the top to Blake Bibby, who did run on. He's had a bit of it early too across that half-back line for the Hawks. They've had their hands on it enough. They just struggle to transition the football up to half forward, don't they?
Yeah, it's from here.
Yeah. So Quirk comes inboard. That's not a bad kick. Brazier's there. There's no real switch on. They've got a couple now short. Williams is one of those. And Williams has got one over the top. Fraser, if he wants to go to him. Just doesn't work the angle well enough. Outboard kick to Amoroso, who's working hard up the ground. Problem is they're at half back. Amoroso, good kick. Doesn't quite get there though. Picked off. And that time by Wallace.
Wallace, true centre wing. Here at Western Park, delivers a ball, looking to go back inside 50, 2-on-1 contest. Coming over, taking a strong mark there is Tom Hobbs. And Hobbs will go back and he'll have a shot on goal here and he'll be kicking from about 50. Great contested mark there, Scotty.
Yeah, really strong hands. Just want to shout out the work of Cody Fleming there for Drouin. Ran up and down there trying to create space for his teammates. It's that kind of work rate that's going to allow him to get some free space and maintain possession of the ball.
Three goals already on the board for Warragul. Hobbs going to come in looking for his first today. He's going to kick from 50. Slightish angle, comes in, sends it on its way. He's pushed it well and truly across the face of goal. And taking the mark. No, out of bounds on the full. And we're going to have a free kick that's going to go to Drouin. So the Hawks from their back pocket. Brewer's going to come back into his back pocket there. That's Williams. Looks to get it out, but they just haven't been able to break this line at their halfback flank. It's going to come back in through Garner. He centres the ball. Great kick back into the middle there. Ends up with Harrison. Harrison, true centre half forward. Got the handball going around and to Will Hayes. Will Hayes sends the ball forward, looking forward through there. 1-2, grabs play on, says the umpire, and it's through for one behind.
And takes the score to 3-2-20 to Warragul on the Metricon home scoreboard. They lead by that 20 points over Drouin, who have yet to score.
So Greg gets it on the outer side after the kick in, chips it over the top, presenting on the outer side, nicely done. It's Thomas Unfordorban. He had a rinse through that hair. He kicks down the line. Zane Atkins was the target, 2 to beat again. Masterson was there, but the free kick's going to go Warragul's way. So Drouin's way. The one wins out, and that will be Zane Atkins for the Hawks. They're on the wing. Can they build something and get it inside forward 50? He goes short, and McLean can't complete the mark. Here's their chance. Quirk, Aiden gives it inboard to Marshall. One-on-one, Amoroso and Phillips. Amoroso, strong mark. Is he too far out to score? Man on the mark. Albie Phillips stands on the 50. I think it's beyond him. There's no real breeze to speak of. He chips it to the pocket, and he's going to find Kyron Smith. He does. Tough angle to shoot from here, but Smith will have a shot on goal.
Not for the first time. Drouin going short, possessing the football, actually look like they're going okay. They work the ball around the arc and they get a couple of marks inside 50.
Yep, exactly right. That's their blueprint today, I think. And a much-needed goal. It's a big moment for the Moore Bowling Club. Dine under the dome at the Moore Bowling Club. Bistro's back open 7 days a week as Smith comes in and just kept it skinny. It's a minor score. The first one of the afternoon, it took 16 and a half minutes.
And Drouin one behind 1 point, trailing by 19 points. Warragul 3-2-20.
It's been able to stem the flow after the first 3 goals were inside 5 minutes. Had 11 minutes without anything happening there. It's going to be Garner that's going to bring the ball in from full back. Look to go out to his right, and then just gone straight down the middle and taking a strong mark there with Stern. He's got the handball off to Hefford, who comes running through the middle. Looking forward to his teammate there in Hobbs. Draswell shrugs the shoulder, gets it on the boot. One-on-one contest. Who's going to be able to mark it? No one is there. The pounce, though, works against both players that are in there. It's over for a behind.
Transition's just too easy, that is. You can't be allowing a side to move a ball from one end of the ground like that untouched.
3-3-21 Warragul leading Drouin, 1 behind 1 point.
Got a 50-metre penalty here. Looks like Hobbs said something to the umpire after that point went through. And the 50-metre penalty will put the man on the mark on the point of the square. Williams kicks it to a 2-on-1, picked off though, it's coming back. Isaac Wallace thumps his left foot in it. Hobbs might get another chance. He's got 2, he got crunched at the 50, well roved by Stern on the left foot, if you don't mind. Tommy Stern says, I don't mind the Zambreros here in Warragul either.
Yeah, quality finish there. The ball came in, no real style, no real substance, no real set play. Loose ball, picked it up, reeled onto the left. That's a really strong finish from a serious footballer.
18 minutes played in the first quarter, and on the Metricon home scoreboard, Warragul moved to 4-3-27, leading Drouin, who have got that 1 behind 1 point.
Yeah. Couple of times there, Timmy, you just notice when Drouin kick, it's always to the 2-on-1. Yeah,
and look, the issue I think with that one there is that Smith had led, but he has to keep going. Those kicks need to be 15, 20 metres max, not 30. With 30 metres, they're not having the penetration through the kick, which is actually then allowing the Warragul side to cut off. And Isaac Wallace has done it 2 or 3 times so far today. Wibley just put his hand into his opposing ruckman, but in the end it was Becky that got the handball out. They just can't be clean here, the Drouin team. As Stern comes in, picks it up, and he's wrapped up by 4 players, and we'll have another ball up still inside the centre square.
Only called the prime train once. He only had the 1 touch so far, I think, Paul.
Yeah, that's it.
Wibley takes front position, gets the tap down again. No one's able to get it clear from there. And we'll have another ball up. He's in and around the middle, the prime train.
Going to say throw him on the ball, maybe. Yeah.
He has his spent time on the bench.
Yeah, he's just flowing around there. Williams has still got him. Wisbecki give him that one. Looking forward to try and get out there. Wibley, though, he picks it up and dumps it inside 50. One-on-one contest there at the back. Running through, wasn't able to pick it up there, was Hobbs. And we've got a boundary throw in inside Warragul's forward 50, around 15 metres around from their goal.
They've just dialed down the pressure here a bit, Drouin, for mine. They're not as intense as they were 5 minutes ago.
Yep. Hobbs is just having a half day at the moment, isn't he?
Yeah.
It'll click in a minute.
If it clicks, the Drouin's in even more trouble.
So boundary throw in. Hobbs will be the one on the move. It gets to the back. Stern took the ruck duties. Stern does some groundwork as well. Head over the football back there was Young. Just got slung around in the tackle there from Hobbs then. The umpire said it's all okay. A little bit of niggle, push and shove. We'll have a stoppage margin at the moment, 26 points in favour of the Warragul side. Out the back there was Kai Quirk, kicked around the body. It's going to come back in though, because Kai McLean took the mark top of the 50. Walks back with a little bit of arrogance and confidence and says, I've got this, no worries. I'll have my moment in the sun, which right on cue, Scotty, before this game started was beautiful, and now it's just gone behind the cover, the cloud cover here.
Yeah, the SPF 15 has been replaced by the umbrellas.
Yeah, no precipitation just yet, but it's looking a little bit ominous as Kai McLean from 51 metres. He said the distance won't be a problem, and it wasn't. He was confident, he was arrogant, but not totally over the top, and he just slots it through, casual as you like. Kai McLean.
He mightn't be here today, the old boxer, but his main man, Muhammad Ali, once said it, it ain't bragging if you can do it, brother. And that's exactly what he's done, isn't he? He's gone back from outside 50 and said, watch this, Scud, I'll show you how to do it.
Yeah, Kai McLean, nice goal.
And that's the fifth goal for Warragul on the Metric on Home scoreboard. 21 minutes played in the first quarter, and the goals are 5-3-33, leading Drouin just that one behind 1 point.
Oh, I'm not even sure he stuck the boot into that fully either.
No.
Like when he went through the kick, I was watching it, sort of looked like he was going to just try and drop it about 10 metres out. But
and he still had a bit of room before he got to the man on the mark. He thought, 55's fine.
Sailed through. Wisbecki and Wibley, give it to Wibley, easily done there. McMillan was trying to get through there. Held without it was Kai Quirk, but he was good enough to get the hands out to Marshall. Marshall comes in looking outside the coach's boxes here. Greg, you get the handball over the top, and free kick's going to be paid.
Yep, sling.
It's going to go to Greg. Greg's going to take a bounce in front of the coach's box. He just chips over the top. Short enough, but finds Fleming.
50.
And 50 here goes against Garner.
Like it. He's presented really well all day, and that's the first time they've used him. And he'll go back and kick this and put their first goal of the day through, I reckon.
Absolutely. Much needed for the Hawks.
It's a good 50.
Gee, Scotty, that's a good curse too.
buy some land off him. So here it is for the Drouins.
Must get this.
Absolutely. He's going to come in from about 30 metres out. Slightish angle. Fleming on the boot. Goal umpire doesn't move. And there's the first one of the day for the Hawks.
What commentator's curse, Scud?
Yeah, nothing.
Exactly right. No, he's been really good across half forward. He's probably only touched it once or twice, but he keeps leading up and providing that option. And even when he's not being used, it creates a space behind him so they can play that possession style of footy.
And Drouin's first goal has come at the 23-minute mark of this first quarter on the Metric on Home scoreboard. They go to 1-1-7, trailing Warragul, who are 5-3-33.
You're going okay when you can rest Will Hayes halfway through the first quarter too.
Yeah, just part of the rotations that they've got down there. Anthony Pavey in charge of the bench for Warragul.
It's much needed, as we said, for the Hawks.
So back to the middle. Wibley up against Lund. Warragul win it again. Wallace was there, tried to look for the free kick, shoved it out to Wallace. They go inside forward 50 again. Amoroso's going to fly 3 deep. Masterson stayed down, shuffled it out to open space, and a free kick's going to go to Masterson.
Without it.
Just as he knocked it forward. He's getting called to play on. Closing quickly will be Smith, but the kick is a ripper. And it can find Stewart, it is. That's Zach.
Similar.
Yeah, he rolls to the right and goes down the line, and out the back it gets. The run on there from Stern was good. Slick handball across now to the run of Fowler, who drives at top of the square. 1-on-1. Play on, said the umpire. Comes to ground level. Vinny Kya's there, twisting, turning on the left foot, puts it to the goal line and through for a minor score.
That was a big tip for the Zambreros goal of the day too, he was.
Yeah.
Warragul 5-4, 34, lead Drouin 1-1-7.
The Hawks will bring the ball back in. Ends up there with Williams. Williams goes down looking for the big Lund in Lund. Wasn't able to get the hands there. This one is Wallace. He sends it on the left boot forward, and a great one-handed mark there. Snag taken out there by, that was Nettle in the end. Nettle goes out to the other far wing.
That's our man.
And it is the prime train that is out there all by himself. And he's going to have to kick this one from around about 50.
I think Williams had the footy and come to this near side, played on, and then just got caught out on the transition, Tim.
And they did move it well there, the goals. Bolsh, or the prime train from 50, sends it on its way. It's not going to quite make the distance, going to fall short. Big Lund comes in and punches it through for a minor score.
Warragul now 5-5, 35, a 28-point lead over Drouin, 1-1-7, 25-minute mark first quarter.
The Metricon More Love celebration is on now. You can get $50,000 to spend on bonus luxuries on the designer and signature homes for just 10 grand. T's and C's do apply. Drouin get their footy to half back. Wallace was there. A quick handle to a teammate in Smith who dumped it down the line. And nice mark in front there by Caleb Quirk. He's going to play on at half back. Kicks towards centre half forward. Aidan Quirk will be the target. And he gets it on the chest in the end in front of Patrick Mulqueen. So Aidan Quirk lowers the eyes. Good spoil by Carter. Handle over the top there was from Wallace. Phillips might try to run onto this one. Stern comes the other direction. Tried to don't argue, lost the footy. That's holding the ball. They want to play on. Atkins decides to take the advantage. Chips it out wide to Marshall on the wing. Presenting on the outer side is Kyron Smith, but he comes back inboard to Welmsley. And Caden Walmsley too far out to score. He's got Kai Quirk in a one-on-one with Masterson. One hand, Kai Quirk takes the Zambrero mark of the day. I've just made up a new sponsor, but that's a cracker. It's a Zambrero mark of the day. I don't have a voucher for you, but Kai Quirk, you can have Zambreros this evening. My shout.
It was a not bad on the not bad making that up on the run too, Scott, but it was a cracking mark and another important kick here.
He'll put it through. He's only 20 metres out, slightish angle, and this will be Drouin's 2 in a row in much needed goal for Kai Quirk and his Drouin Hawks, and they get the last 2 goals into this red time of the first quarter for Metricon.
Yeah, the unheralded again. Cody Fleming laid that tackle in the middle of the ground to stop the Warragul transition. Didn't get rewarded with the free kick because his teammate decided to play on, but a couple of kicks around the arc and then a long one into a one-on-one. Excellent mark taken, conversion made.
And margin back to 22 points at the 27-minute mark of the first quarter. Metricon home scoreboard, Drouin 2-1-13, trailing Warragul 5-5, 35.
A little bit of chatter after that one. I think Masterson thought that he might have helped him get the Zambrero mark of the day because he had the first touch, and then I reckon he used Masterson to hold it into him for the second one. But either way, it was a quality mark.
I reckon if you get the first touch, it doesn't matter really what happens after then, it's who ends up with it.
No, that's what happened with Gary Ablett, wasn't it?
That's right.
Got your first touch, and then you don't even need to bring it to ground.
Maybe they can share the Zambreros.
Half and half, yep.
Here's ball back into the middle. Wibley and Lund. Wibley got the tap down. And get it, hands out there, came from Wallace, back to Wibley, into the hands of Carter. He's going to send the ball forward, picking it up, and great hands coming then through there was Harrison. Handball, though, wrapped up in a strong tackle coming through there, and he's going to be pinged for holding the ball. Not sure there was much prior in it, but anyway, that goes against Sanini. And it'll be Drouin that are going to release this here, coming in short, and going to end up in the hands there of Aidan Quirk. Quirk's going to try and switch the ball out wide. It's going to end up in a one-on-one contest, but a good mark there taken by Atkins, who's been good in this first quarter. He's got Umford Orban on if he can reach him. He's going to be coming up there, and Amoroso, they're going to need to talk that one, but Amoroso does well, taps it in front of him, runs inside 50. He squares the thing up, looking for, wasn't able to find in the end, but Wibley came through. Got the kick away there in that for the goals was Mulqueen, trying to get out of it. Big Lund gets down nice and low, as does Carter. Quick hands there from Phillips. Great job.
Gone.
1, 2, Hobbs
strength.
did well. Stern, he's got to bend down and pick it up. He's tackled high, and he's going to get a free kick.
Yes,
Amoroso tried to do the right thing, but he could have just taken that one at goal as they go quickly on, and it's going to end in the Vinny Kaya. Vinny Kaya is going to go over the top. He's got 2 players running back. Instead, he puts it through for a minor score.
Warragul now 5-6-36, a 23-point lead over Drouin, who are 2-1-13, 29 minutes played.
So Williams plays on quickly, found the teammate in Caden Gregg, half-back, comes back inboard and can find a teammate. Siren sounds. It went 29 minutes the first quarter for Metricon Homes, and, well, Warragul kicked the first 5 goals of the quarter, and they lead at 5-6-36, leading Drouin, who got the last 2 through Fleming and Quirk, and Drouin a 2-1-13 at quarter time. The margin sits at 23 points to the Warragul side, the home side here on Sunday afternoon football. Great to have your company on TRFM. It is quarter time. It's thanks to Harvey Norman, Electrical Gippsland.
Thank you.
I'm not going to bother going over there now.
You all right?
No, I'm not going to bother. Because it's actually working perfectly. So I'll leave it as is.
A new standard of family living is coming to Gippsland. Virtue Home's new display home, the Marshall 28, is open now in Traralgon. The Marshall 28 is perfect for families and couples seeking a fresh, innovative home, thoughtfully designed to evolve with you with a light and airy feel. You can rest easy knowing it's built by the award-winning team at Virtue Homes. The new Marshall 28 display home, open now on Marshalls Road in Traralgon. Visit virtuehomes.com.au for more info. CDBU 48113.
Time to take a look at the top 5 goals from round 8. Kicking us off at number 1, it's Traralgon's Cade Reuters here. Out of the pack, a quick snap, and that's the end of that. A brilliant goal. Well done. Number 2, it's Shannon Lang here from Sale. Receives the hand pass, goes bang from 50 and sails it all the way home. Number 3, Leon Gatha. How's this? Dyson Heppel pops up. A little bit of local footy on the left boot, sends it home. A brilliant goal. Number 4, the quick roving Keenan boy from Warragul. Did well, snap around the body, oh yeah! Number 5, Cody McDonald from Morwell here. A fantastic effort, plucking one out of the air. A brilliant goal.
Yeah, I got a feeling half-time it is. Quarter time it is, not half-time. Gee, I'm wishing the Sunday away. It's only quarter time. And Warragul 5-6-36 leading Drouin 2-1-13, a 23-point margin. All individual goal scorers to open up the first quarter there. McLean, Stewart, Stern, Sanini and Fowler. While for Drouin, it was Fleming and Quirk to round out the quarter. Paul Carter with the key stats. Thanks to Gippsland Isuzu Ute, the new MUX, and D-Max is now available.
Warragul dominated inside 50s, 18-7 in that quarter. However, Drouin won the clearances 10-7, and especially early on. And off-air, Scotty made a point about Sam Wibley coming back in that later in that quarter. Warragul actually won 3 of the last 4 centre clearances, but with centre clearances of 4 apiece for the quarter. Drouin had the better of the free kicks, 9-5. But of the ruckman, 10 hit-outs to Sam Wibley, 8 to Denver Lund. Main stat winners for Warragul, Isaac Wallace, 8, 5 each to Tom Hobbs and Riley Sanini. For Drouin, Aidan Quirk, 8 disposals, Max Williams, 7, 5 each to Caleb Quirk and Zane Atkins.
Very good, Paul Carter, thank you. Scotty, got a score for us around the grounds? Thanks to Harvey Norman Furniture. We've got the Gippsland Power game that's happening up in Morwell. Must be getting close to about three-quarter time, is it?
Yeah, good by you. It is three-quarter time. 8-8-56 Gippsland Power up against the Western Jets. 4 goals, 10-34. So 14 scoring shots played, 16. Power in front. And coming back nicely from the Metro Carnival, the Country Carnival, Job Scappen with 3 goals.
Yeah, nicely. Good little player down from the South Gippsland way there, Job Scappen. What do you make of this first quarter there, Timmy?
What I do make for it is we've got a cracking crowd here because it's taken about 5 minutes since the first siren to get everyone off the ground. So all the players are ready to go, the umpires are ready, and we've still got about 100 people to get off the ground. So fantastic turnout here in West Gippsland for Gippsland League Round 9 action between these two rivals. But
don't be afraid to jump the fence, guys.
No.
It might be a gate, but you can hurdle the fence.
It's like sheep, just herding them all through the one gate.
There's a 7-foot guy down there. He could just take one step over the fence, but no, he'll wait his turn.
Us little blokes, we need the gate, but not the big fellas. Now, look, I think we saw it. Drouin were able to, when they had control of the ball and lowered their eyes and kept those 15, 20-metre kicks, I think they actually, the game looked better on their terms. Transition footy has been their issue all year, and that's where Warragul got underway. But take it away, Scud.
So Wibley and Lund, and Wibley with some brute strength, then gets a tap down. Sanini's in the middle, tries to run through the tackle, does well. Gives it across to Wallace. Wallace's wobbly kick. Oh, nearly found Stewart. Comes to ground level. Stearns there and runs through a couple of would-be tacklers and then barrels one through. Oh, Tom Stern with arrogance. Shrugged off the tacklers like there was nobody there.
Like a hot knife through butter, and then the sideways mongrel punt kick that went gun barrel straight right over the goal umpire's lid. It's reminiscent of the first quarter, less than 30 seconds in, bang, bang, they kick a goal.
17 seconds to be exact, Scotty. 17 seconds and that Warragul goal has come up on the Murray Racing Club scoreboard. A 29-point lead to the goal, 6-6-42 to Drouin 2-1-13.
A talented footballer is Tom Stern.
It's like he was in a horse race, and there he had a couple of horses that were running beside him, and he just put the nose through and away he went. As the ruckman go at it in again, Wibley just muscles Lund out of the way and then tries to get out of it. He's going to be pinged for holding the ball there. He does. Good follow-up work there by Denver Lund. That'll be the Hawks that'll go through there with Caleb Quirk. Delivers the ball inside 50, 2-on-1 contest, and an easy relieving mark taken back there by Sarong. Comes over the top, finds that man, Isaac Wallace, who's had plenty of it. Gives the handball back to Sarong coming through. Lund got the hand in there, did well. Gives the don't argue against Hayes there. Was the young Williams, kicks it out and finds the running mark. And there he's well taken there by Kyron Smith. Comes back inboard. Bibby, who's been good in that first quarter. Again, looking to a contest. Great lead, strong mark. Pay it there, umpire.
Unfordorban.
He says, I'll pay the chopping of the arms. And it is Thomas Unfordorban. He has put a rinse through that hair, hasn't he?
I think he has. I reckon he has. I reckon it's after
a
little bit of social media activity, Tim.
Yeah, there is. He's got a leader. He needs to go back as a forward and take the kick here and try and put it through. From outside 50, Unfordorban puts the right boot through it. It's on its way. It gets over the back.
No. He's been robbed.
He's been robbed by a teammate right on the line. Kai Quirk. Kai Quirk, instead of doing the team thing and sending that through for Unfordorban, has gone back, taken the mark and put through his second.
Yeah, what stands out for me is Kai Quirk, not a big man, able to take a chest mark in the goal square on the goal line. where's the Warragul defence? Surely there's someone down there 6'3" or above getting a hand or a fist or an eyelash on that football rather than allowing the little man to take a chesty on the goal line.
I think what happened there, Scotty, was that the pack was on the goal line and Quirk was behind it. That's how close it was actually going through for Unfordorban.
Unfordorban, that was a cracker.
23-point lead to Warragul. We've played 2 minutes into the second quarter. The Murray Racing Club scoreboard. Drouin 3-1-19, trailing Warragul 6-6-42.
And the Moe Cup does have a new date, Sunday the 16th of November. Scotty's already over that one. He's already got his young membership as well. Hobbs tries to win a free kick in the middle. Got a handle out to Vinnie Kaya. Kaya's kick as they're going to go down the throat of Kai Quirk. Rolls it to the right foot, kicks it out wide. Presenting target out there is Walmsley. He takes the mark and looks up. Inboard, he's got a couple, just got underneath it a little bit. Allows Masterson to come the other direction and have a big spoil. Ground level, though, was Aidan Quirk. Squeezed a handle out to Wisbecki. A kick high. This one from Kyron Smith. Goal line. Amoroso nearly took the contested mark. Quickly wrapped up in the tackle. And in the back. There's a free kick in the back for Seb Amoroso. And he'll go back directly in front.
This has been better from the Hawks. This is what they want them to do, that short play, and then when they've got the momentum, then they can go. But certainly been better getting the ball out of that middle there.
From the 22-minute mark of that first quarter, if they put this through, it's 4-1 for the Hawks. So Seb Amoroso directly in front, loves a goal, beautiful kick. Umpire didn't move. Gets the margin back to 17, Scotty.
Yeah, probably the only way he's going to get a kick that way was from a free kick. It's not a kick that favours him, being a 5'7", 5'8" leading forward. They've put plenty of oxygen underneath it, sat it on top of him, and allowed the defenders to kill the contest. But by getting the free kick, he goes back and does what he needs to do and kicks the goal anyway.
As Darryl said, margin now 17 points at the 4-minute mark of the second quarter. Murray Racing Club scoreboard, Drouin 4-1-25, closing the gap on Warragul, who is 6-6-42.
Good start to the second quarter here from the Hawks. Exactly what they needed.
Fowler comes onto the ground. Not sure why he started the quarter on the bench. He'd be your first player I'd have out there.
Of course he would. We've got the tap down. Quirk there, that was Caleb, tried to get it out. He's wrapped up in a strong tackle low there from Stewart. No, sorry, Wallace. We'll get him right at some stage.
Happens to the best of us, Tim.
We'll have another ball up here. Ruckman go at it. Lund takes a run at Wibley, but Wibley got the tap down. He's done well. He's held without it, though. But looking to get it clean there, and it is. It's well Wallace. Done. Does a sidestep. Gets the handball over the top. Should get the 1-2. He doesn't. He gets burnt out there from Bibby in the hands. Good work there by Warragul in the defence there. Was Sarong got the handball over to the prime train. He got the handball out to Hobbs. He just fumbled 1-2, but was good enough to get the handball to Hayes. Hayes got the ball onto Nettle. He's wrapped up in a strong tackle. He's going to be pinged for holding the ball. And the free kick's going to go to the Hawks here in Atkins.
He's got no one in board. He's going to have to either go short or long down the line. And
oh, no.
And the fourth option was out of bounds on the full. Didn't think it was an option.
Wrong line.
Yeah.
Well, it was down the line, just wrong way.
Sarong comes inboard to prime train. Half-back flank is the prime, looking for the switch.
We want him up forward.
Yeah, not sure which way to go. He's going to go long down the line to Stern direction. He's got 3 to beat, and he might just do that. Front spot, well roved there. On that occasion was from Wallace. Tried to get a handle out the back. Hayes comes the other direction. They stand tall, the Hawks. Through there was Williams. Fighting at ground level now was Wallace. A quick kick forward from Kyron Smith. Goes high, centre-half forward. Although centre-half back in Sean Masterson takes a good intercept mark for the goals. They've got one on the outer side. It's Kaya. And Kaya can have it at half-back flank. Kicks over the wing towards half forward. Going up was Zach Stewart. Winning the free kick is Zach Stewart. Is this advantage? It will be. They kick it off the ground, does Harrison, and now he's been caught. And the umpire said, you're out of bounds, let's throw it in. No real advantage, but anyway, boundary throw in outer side. Tim Sexton, margin sits at 17 points for the Gulls.
17 points with just under 7 minutes here in the second quarter. Wibley and Lund going at it again. Wibley front position. Lund got it from the back. Quick kick out there came from Aidan Quirk. Got about 50 metres, but Masterson's going to be first to it and going to repel it there from Warragul. He goes forward and on his own is that man Wallace. He's had plenty of it on the left boot. Delivers the ball back inside. Stern picks it up if he can. Pinned it over. Get the handball over the top. swings around on the corner.
He likes goals, this fella.
He does like the goals, but that one's going to be hit the post.
Oh, he was celebrating.
He did celebrate, but it snapped and hit the post there was Harrison, and we're through for a minor score.
6-7-43 to 4-1-25. Warragul in the lead.
Kick down the line. Guess who's got it? There he is, right in front of us. Thomas Unfordorben. There's Unfordorben on the right foot, goes to the wing. Big pack will form. Warriors got all the numbers. And front and square is Sarong. Squeezed a handball out to Phillips. Phillips has kicked to Sanini. Just the required distance or chopping the arms in the end against Unfordorben. And Riley Sanini. His side lead by 18 points. Second quarter for the Moe Racing Club. Drives a right foot into it. Towards Prime Train. Over the back comes Fowler. Fowler roves his own footy. He's running the wrong direction. Turns around, goes short. Not 15. Play onto the umpire. Lands in the hands of Gardner. Although a bit of carnage. Play on. Bolsh kicks the goal. It's a Zambrero goal at a contender. It is advantage. It's a goal. Are you kidding me?
Which bit did that go through?
The goal umpire's called it behind. It was a goal every day of the week. We had the best angle on it.
Absolutely.
How is that not a goal? I am shocked. Paul Carter, score check.
6-8-44, 19-point lead for Warragul over Drouin, 4-1-25. Almost 9 minutes played of the second quarter, and that's on the Moe Racing Club scoreboard.
I think the goal umpire got lost in the whistles and didn't actually watch the ball. So Lund got the tap down though. But it's Warragul who are going to try and work their way through, but it gets the handball out was Fleming. Fleming ends up back in the hands of Aidan Quirk. He goes out wide, and taking a strong mark out on the far side there is Walmsley. Walmsley there, they just need to look to settle here. He needs some short kicks. Instead he goes long down the line. Warragul are well and truly set up here, and Masterson over the back. Couldn't quite get his hands onto that one though. Free kick's going to be paid, and it's going to end up there going to Drouin. Williams will deliver the ball in forward. 2-on-1 contest again. Masterson does well. He's just everywhere and gets back on there.
Sorry, mate, that was Wiz Becky.
No, that's okay. That's all right. I'm going with you around the concrete pole. You and I have got to work together on this thing. Gets a handball there, coming across there and ending up in the hands, though, of Stewart. Stewart plays on quickly on the right boot. It's a shocking kick. It hits Lund actually in the back. That's how bad of a kick it was. Kai Quirk got the handball out. That's holding the ball against Atkins. And a quick play on is the call. Going to come out here with Wallace. He's going to throw it on the left boot. Who's going to be up there? It's Hobbs. Hobbs, 1, 2. I'll take it, he says. Thank you. And he's going to go back and maybe put this one through for the goals.
If it goes through, who knows what the goal umpire will say. I'm still in shock.
He was the only bloke that was going to take that mark too. From the moment it left the player's foot, he was the only one that looked like taking that grab.
Absolutely. And Fowler did well just holding his ground too, just to keep his other defender out. So Tom Hobbs looking for his first of the day. Going to come in from about 25 metres out, pretty much directly in front. Solid approach, comes in, puts it over the goal umpire's head, and the goal umpire will say, all clear. 1 goal.
Yeah, it was good work by Hobbs. As Scotty just alluded to, it was the contested mark. There was only going to be 2 players who could mark it. Hobbs and Fowler were both of those. Hobbs had the right sit and finished accordingly, as the midfielder does.
And Hobbs' goal takes to Warragul to 7-8-50, 25-point lead over Drouin, 4-1-25. Moe Racing Club scoreboard 11-minute mark of the second quarter.
All of a sudden, I thought Nick Boxalacino was doing stats for us on Sunday afternoon.
No, I get Moe Racing Club in my head before I said the team.
And for all the work that Drouin have done at the start of this quarter, the goals are still in front for what is the second quarter. So. Just need to keep chipping away at it. You don't want them to fall off here and give Warragul a good sniff.
Exactly right, Timmy. That's exactly what you got to, and that's the difference, isn't it, between good sides and young sides. When they have their lapses, they get a couple of goals kicked against them, and the margin, as we said, it still stays out of that 25 points, which it's an increase from quarter time. So Wibley taps it down again. Handball from Hobbs, quickly done, nicely it was. He got the 1-2 from Harrison. He kicks it now towards Stern. Can't complete the mark, but second effort was okay. They dive in again. Wallace squeezed a handball back to Hobbs. Hobbs' right foot kick, open space. He get his jumper pulled left, right and centre. Jordan Stewart it was. In the end, he was strong enough and good enough to get to where the drop zone was and take the mark. And a nice weighted kick as well from Hobbs.
Yeah, he did everything bar get inside the jumper with him, the defender. It was close checking you'd ever see, but he was never going to drop that mark once it dropped in front of him.
So Jordan Stewart the recruit in the off-season who missed the first 7 games of the year. His brother's here as well in Zach. They're both heavily tattooed. Jordan on this occasion, 45 metres out, pushed it across the face and hit the upright, out of bounds on the full. So the free kick's going to go Max Williams' way. Warragul still lead it by 25 points on the Moe Racing Club scoreboard. Moe Cup's got a new date. It's on the 16th of November, and they've got a young members area. Just got a little bit more exciting. I'll give you the tip. New young members enclosure is about to open, Timmy.
Masterson went up and he just couldn't bring it down. I tell you, that you talk about one mark, Zambrero mark of the day. That was Zambrero mark of the year if he was going to take it. Couldn't quite bring it down, but it's Atkins who's going to take a relieving kick for Drouin out on that far side, and that's going to end up in the hands of Greg McMillan it is. On that left boot, goes forward. Masterson, he takes that one as the easy one, and I reckon that the umpire's going to just pay a free kick. I thought it might have been he just told 50 in that one.
I think he told Marston just to get up.
Yeah, I'm not sure. That was a fair hit there. Williams, who's been well in that half-back line here for Drouin, is going to take the relieving mark and send them forward again. Goes out wide on that left boot.
Here we go, Masterson.
He's going 2-on-1 contest over the back. Crowd in the contest there. Romsley, Kaya did well. Whistles are gone. Out of bounds is the thing. And we've got a little bit of a wrestle going on over there on the boundary line. Into the fence. He's got players all over the fence, and we're going to have a free kick going to go to Warragul. Over the top.
It's not too little.
Over the shoulder.
Masterson has the free kick. He's going to come lateral to Sarong. Sarong goes inboard, and Harrison can take the mark. They've got the switch. They've got numbers everywhere here, and they get it to the outer side. One bounce, and half-back flank build up nicely, kick towards Wallace. Takes the mark. Right in front of the coaching staff of Warragul. Drives it down the line, and Stern hits him on the chest.
Wallace and Stern have got it on a string today.
And Stern rolls around to the outer side, goes towards McLean and takes a mark inside 50, so distance, no problem at all for Kai McLean. He thumped one into the breeze, or with the breeze in the first quarter, about 55, so this will be 50 metres. Could just about go through post high.
Great ball movement again by Warragul.
He'd be able to hold his space then too and not get sucked in too close to the goal to allow him to be on his own to take that mark.
So Kai McLean comes in, got one from 49 metres, got underneath it, doesn't matter. It goes through halfway up, post high. It is a goal. And Kai McLean's got 2. Warragul extend the lead now. They get it out to a game high 31, Scotty.
Yeah, it's starting to get a little bit one-dimensional here. Every time they go forward, they look like scoring again. Early days we saw that in the first quarter, and then Drouin came right back into it. But as of now, it looks like every time they go forward, they're going to hit the scoreboard. And, you know, if the goal umpire called all their goals, they'd have an extra one, wouldn't they?
True.
15 minutes played in the second quarter. A 31-point lead, as Darryl said, on the board to the Warragul team, on Moe Racing Club's board, that is. 8-8-56 to 4-1-25.
Interesting setup here. Just looking at the Warragul forward line. Prime Train's the only one that's up on the square. He's going to get himself in there. But it was Wisbecki that goes over the top, and he's going to give a free kick away against Wibley. Wibley with the quick hands coming out for Hobbs. Does around one, puts it on the right boot. Who's taken down? There's going to be a free kick down the ground. And this is what Drouin can't do. They've worked hard at the start of this quarter. It's now starting to go against them. And they're just giving away cheap little free kicks that is actually not going to help them at all.
Yeah, I don't want to make it sound like 1975, but if you are going to give a cheap free kick like that away, you've really got to make it count. But the player offended just got straight back to his feet and laughed at the bloke who clipped him.
Absolutely.
It was Tom Hobbs, though.
Caleb McIntosh is going to be the recipient of the free kick down the ground. He's going to have a shot on goal from a kick from about 48. The young fella got the headband on. Left footer, blue boots, comes around, gets himself some extra distance, puts it on its way. Goal umpire moves a fair bit to his right-hand side. Oh, through for a minor score.
32-point lead to Warragul now. They are 8-9-57, leading Drouin 4-1-25.
He goes to the outer side now, does Williams. Looks for the target in Marshall. McLean's out there, one hand up, couldn't complete the mark, but gathered the footy back into Hobbs. He has plenty of it. Masterson's been busy as well. Got underneath the tackler there of Lund, but then ran out of bounds. Boundary throw in out of side.
I think I said it last time we did Drouin. you got to, and a couple of things, you got to stop doing the same thing all the time. You got to change it up a little bit, and going out to big 1-on-1 or 1-on-2 contests out there isn't going to help them get out of their deep 50.
Maybe get the short one first, like this is the short, uncontested one. Most sides will give you that. At least you get it out, but they're going to come back in. Warragul through Garner, goes in the direction. Stern over the back, too tall, too strong, and takes the mark. Slight angle, 45 metres out. He's a great player, is Tom Stern. He's already got 2 this afternoon.
Essentially had 2 to beat there as well, and just held his ground. And yeah, they don't get any shorter as the day goes on, the tall blokes, do they?
No, there's a good young player coming through the Gippsland Power ranks and the under-16s and then through into the under-18s. He came back as a 19-year-old with Gippsland Power as well. A couple of AFL clubs were circling there at one stage for this fella, Tom Stern. Full-time now with Warragul, 45 metres out, and he makes no mistake of that. Tom Stern's got 3.5 of football. He likes to celebrate. Warragul on their running ways.
Just wish I was a 17 or 18-year-old bloke and I have an idea what that celebration meant, because there was something in that, but I don't know what it was, whether it was an NFL footballer or an NBA basketballer. There was a little something in that celebration.
Have a chat to your boys. They'll know, Scotty.
It's a 38-point lead to Warragul now at the 18-minute mark of the second quarter. Maui Racing Club scoreboard has the goals at 9-9-63, leading Drouin 4-1-25.
Well, I'm not sure what Scott Cooling's trying to do over there. He's
doing the NBA celebration.
He's doing this shuffle and the ice in the veins, and here we go, all the rest of it. Here it is as Lund goes up. Wibley gets the tap down, though. Wrapped up straight away in the tackle there. Here's Hobbs, and we'll have another ball up. In the centre ground here, Western Park here, Warragul and Drouin, rivalry of West Gippsland.
Extra defender back here for Drouin now too.
Wibley got the tap down there. No one's able to get it clean out. But in the end, it comes out through Quirk, trying to get the handball over the top there, and did well was Garner. Hands up, ends up coming out through there with the hands of Hobbs. Hobbs looked to go left and then goes right and then tried to give a handball out to Hayes. Hayes was good enough to go back onto it as Prime gave the handball back in. And they're going to look for Stern. 2-on-1 again, and coming back, cutting in front there was Fraser. Was much needed. And they're going to take the relieving kick. He's still in the side of their 50. And it's going to end up there in the hands of, that one was Greg. Greg went out to the wing. 3-on-1, and it's Warragul all in their favour, looking to get the handball out. Garner, if he's quick enough, wasn't, but ends up with the hands of Hobbs. Hobbs just kicks the ball back inside 50, taking front position. A strong mark, defensive mark there was Brewer.
So Brewer in the back pocket. Got a couple short, and they're the ones you want to take. Quirk was there as well for a long time, Kai.
Atkins is still here.
Yep, now he goes long down the line where the tall's Wibley. Just put 1-2 Dukes up, nearly had it too. And now they're going to win it through Hobbs. He handballs backwards to Masterson. Masterson goes back to Hobbs. All the time in the world, Hobbs goes to the shallow pocket. McLean will go back, one hand. Fowler comes in and said, I'll just take it. And then shrug a tackle, and then kick high, top of the square, and body work. Oh, it was awkward body work from Stewart. Marshall had it and then kicked it out of bounds. I'm not sure if Stewart wanted to take a specky or do body work or just flop on his back.
I'd love to hear his explanation in the review during on Tuesday night, what he thought he was doing there.
How do you get pushed in the back when your back's against someone else?
I was going to say, he tried to take it back to front.
Yeah.
He did. So on the outer side, Harrison has this, the free kick after it went out of bounds on the full. Stern's got 3 to beat and gets to the back there. They're going to rush it through, are they? McMillan kicks in the end to the boundary line. This time,
that's easier. That's how you take it.
Stewart just courage going back, takes the mark, comes in board. Hobbs can play on. No, he decides to go back. Well done, Jordan Stewart. He worked out which way was forward.
This is Hobbs' 13th disposal for the quarter, boys. And Wallace has had it 7 as well, so 20 between them.
Yeah.
Hobbs, Stewart just had his settings around the wrong way. He was running backwards before.
He was right. He was right to start with, and then he turned himself around and then got lost.
And then he got it right again.
He did.
Just amongst all that, boys, Stern's limping off to the bench. Yeah, got caught up in a marking contest prior to the one where this mark was taken.
So Hobbs comes in, slight angle, 30 metres out, and nails it. Puts it through. Tom Hobbs has another couple now to his name, and the margin now getting ugly, out to 44 points, closing in on half-time.
Yeah, Marshall coming down as the extra number in defence for Drouin obviously helped clog that space up. Drouin took a couple of defensive marks down there while they had the extra number. They weren't able to get an outlet kick and take advantage of that, and of course they go long down the line. What's that mean? Warragul's got Masterson free behind the ball, so Masterson just wins the footy there and kicks it back to him.
And that takes Warragul out to a 44-point lead. We've played 22 minutes of the second quarter. The Moe Racing Club scoreboard, Warragul 10-9-69, leading Drouin 4-1-25.
They're not a bad kicking side, Drouin. I think they can actually possess and hold on to the footy, Tim.
Yeah, absolutely. We've seen that. When they hold onto the footy and possess and go that short 15 or 20 metre kick, they've actually got possession of the ball there. A free kick there in the end went to Harrison out of that contest. Prime train, yep. Absolutely. Just going to switch the play up, come towards the grandstand side to Mulqueen, ends up back in the hands of Harrison. Harrison on the left boot. He's coming out very, very wide. Good job there by the Drouin defender there in Peyton Saddington. Gets a hand in. He puts the ball out of bounds directly in front of us, right in front of this big crowd here at Western Park. It's the Gulls that are leading by 44 points.
Probably sums up the confidence, though, when he fists that over the line rather than try and mark it.
Yeah, exactly right.
Wibley did the hands down. Prime Train tried to get a quick hands, couldn't quite get it clean. Harrison, though, he gets the right-hand handball, ends up with the hands of Hayes. Hayes on the right foot, looking out there for Stewart. He's got a runner out on the far side with him. It's Vinny Kaya. He sets the ball to the top of the goal square. 1-2. No one was able to take it. The big ruckman, he gets bowled over. McLean, he was looking for his third. Didn't get it there. Get the handball coming through. 1-2 there. With good work there by the Drouin player there in Fraser. And it's going to end up with Caleb Quirk getting it down the line. In a contest, the umpire's going to come in and we're going to have a ball up right in front of the Warragul bench.
So Walmsley and Mulqueen. Good contest on the wing area. Ball up, 23 and a half minutes gone. Second quarter for the Moe Racing Club. Bolt's got a handball back to Wibley. Wibley gets it to Hobbs. Hobbs out the back. And a kick out of bounds. That's gone 25 rows back. That's gone over the Warragul Industrial
nearly in Drouin
social rooms. So the free kick's going to go Drouin's way. Aidan Quirk goes back inboard, misses Marshall. Taking the mark quickly was Zach Stewart. Over the top, although professional free kick. James Harrison just dropped the shoulder and then shoved his opponent in the hand. Played on. And now Harrison delivers to the pocket. Fowler needs to pick it up on the hop and he couldn't do so. Keeps it in though. Does well here. Don't argue. Got a handball away nicely. Goes back to Prime Train. Back now to Wallace. Standing start delivery out the back. Can't quite complete the mark out there with Stewart. Comes to ground level. Brewer's in a bit of trouble. He's got some support. Flicks the handball up there from Fraser, misses the teammate. Finds the boundary though, throw in.
Now I don't want to be an umpire basher, but 2 free kicks been paid there and the free kicks were taken from nowhere near where they should have been. And out of the bounds free kick taken from 10 metres inside.
Yes.
My thoughts exactly, Scotty. My thoughts exactly.
Give me a spell.
But don't move an inch off the mark when I tell you to stand, Scotty.
Yeah.
Oh, the quick kick, dumping kick from the stoppage lands in the hands of Harrison. And remember, if we cast our mind back to the Warragul game we called early in the year, this guy kicked 4 goals in a quarter? 5 goals in a quarter. He's going to pass this one off, and he drills it straight down Marshall's throat, who's got his mouth guard out of his mouth, just chewing on it. Not even ready for the kick. He wasn't even ready, and he absolutely drilled him.
Free kick going there to Warragul. End up with Mulqueen. Went against Unfordorban. Marshall was having something to eat as he was coming back in. Delivers the ball inside. No one's able to take a clear mark. Marshall, though, quick handball to Kai Quirk. He nearly missed it as he tried to handball. Goes back and ends up with Marshall. Free kick go. Advantage is paid to Drouin. The ball's going to come out wide here and going to end up in the hands of Brazier. Brazier hasn't got much ahead, so he goes to a contest where there's Warragul 2-on-1. And they'll make it 3-on-1 because coming in to join him will be Hefford. He'll get the handball off the Prime Train. Went one way, then he said, I'll just have a little handball over to here. Coming forward, and McLean takes a strong contested mark instead of Saddington. He wants it the Prime Train. He said, give it to me. And he comes in, he goes once, twice, puts it on the right boot, looks at the top of there.
Good kick.
What a great kick. Jordan Stewart had eyes for it the whole time. And that was a perfectly weighted kick by the Prime Train.
It helps when you've got 3 options to kick it to as well, doesn't it?
Yeah. He's a good size, Jordan Stewart, isn't he?
Absolutely.
I know we had a little bit of fun before, but he's a good target. He does lead well and he's a good size.
And he'll be from about 15 metres out directly in front. He'll be going through to put his second for the day on the board. comes in. Goal umpire does not move, and there is goal number 11 for the Warragul Gulls.
Yeah, it's starting to get really ugly now. Every time they go forward, they look like scoring, and I can't remember the last time the ball went into Drouin's forward 50. I'm not sure if you keep that stat, Paul, on a time basis.
Their last goal was at the 4-minute mark of this quarter. I'm not sure if there's been many since.
They had one inside 50 since then, since that 4-minute mark. And Warragul have had the last 12. But it's a 50-point margin in Warragul's favour now on the Moe Racing Club scoreboard at the 27-minute mark of the second quarter. They're 11-9-75, leading Drouin 4-1-25.
2 sets of goals where they've kicked 5 in a row, Warragul, and that's not going to be helpful for Drouin at all.
Well, they go through the middle this time, the Hawks, through Aidan Quirk to the outer side. The foot race is on. And Max Williams, has he been moved forward? Scotty, have you noticed that at all? Max Williams looks like to have come off the Bolsh.
He hasn't been on prime train for a little while now, but I didn't know where he'd gone to.
Yeah, so he's gone up forward. He's been probably Drouin's best. And now he's been moved forward. Wibley with a tap down, and he just got, can't find where the umpire is. A free kick going against Wibley, and it's going in the way there of the Wiz. He quickly plays on, gives it across to Quirk. Kai delivers inside forward 50. There's Williams at his toes, couldn't complete it. Hit over the footy there was Sanine, and then Sanini left it behind. Aidan Quirk took on the tackler, lost the footy. Play on, here's Wizbecki. Gave it across now to Walmsley. Kicks to the pocket, out towards Unfordorban. He's got a couple to beat. He's got 2 more now they come. And the Warragul side through Carter. Gives it over the top, the run two. Here's Bowl starting to find a little bit of touch. Gets it to a teammate in Nettle. Nettle's kick in the direction of Stewart at his toes. And rushing it over is Brewer. As the siren sounds, 28 3/4 minutes the second quarter went for the Moe Racing Club. And as Timmy just alluded to, it was all the Warragul side in that latter part of the quarter. They kicked the final 5 goals of the quarter. They got the first through Tom Stern as well. So they get 6 goals to 2 in the quarter, and the margin gets out to 50 points. It's 11-9-75. Warragul leading Drouin 4-1-25 at halftime. We've got the halftime wrap coming up. The Auskick kids run out there and enjoy their Sunday afternoon having a kick of the footy on this Western Park. It is at Gippsland Live, all thanks to Harvey Norman, Electrical Gippsland. Thank you.
A new standard of family living is coming to Gippsland. Virtue Home's new display home, the Marshall 28, is open now in Traralgon. The Marshall 28 is perfect for families and couples seeking a fresh, innovative home. Thoughtfully designed to evolve with you with a light and airy feel. You can rest easy knowing it's built by the award-winning team at Virtue Homes. The new Marshall 28 display home, open now on Marshalls Road in Traralgon. Visit virtuehomes.com.au for more info. CDBU 48113.
Time to take a look at the top 5 goals from round 8. Kicking us off at number 1, it's Traralgon's Cade Reuters here. Out of the pack, a quick snap, and that's the end of that. A brilliant goal. Well done. Number 2, it's Shannon Lang here from Sale. Receives the hand pass, goes bang from 50 and sails it all the way home. Number 3, Leon Gatha. How's this? Dyson Heppel pops up. A little bit of local footy on the left boot, sends it home. A brilliant goal. Number 4, the quick roving Keenan boy from Warragul. Did well, snap around the body. Oh yeah! Number 5, Cody McDonald from Morwell here. A fantastic effort, plucking one out of the air. A brilliant goal.
Welcome back. Third quarter is underway. You haven't missed anything. It is a ball up stoppage, and we do it again. As we start this third quarter there, now is a free kick from the stoppage. It is going Warragul's way. Sanini will be the recipient. Right in the middle here of Western Park. His side leads by 50. Goes straight down the middle of the ground. Over the head there of Bolsh. And Prime Train might run onto this one. He's going to become the tackler. And they drop the footy. The umpire says holding the ball. And the free kick will go to the Prime Train inside the first 45 seconds.
There's no doubt about that. He was he walked straight back from the pack, wasn't it, where there was the tackle, and it was that's my free kick.
Yep.
And I don't care what anyone else thinks.
So he hasn't got one yet in the first half of football, but to open the third for McDonald's, the Prime Train comes in and puts it over the goal umpire's head. He was robbed of one in the second quarter, and now he gets his first goal in the Gippsland League for the Warragul Gulls.
Now, for statistical purposes, I hope he didn't take too long before he kicked that goal, because we had a goal within 30 seconds in the first quarter, 17 seconds in the second quarter, and Paul Carter, how long did it take to get one in the third? 1 minute, so we're on track for a goal in the first minute of each quarter.
Taking Warragul to 12-9-81. They're leading now by 56 points on the McDonald's Gippsland scoreboard. Drouin 4-1-25.
He's deep in the goal square too, is Prime Train, with the Drouin supporters behind him. Sort of advice they might be getting from the juniors.
And I imagine he's giving plenty back too.
Yep.
Interesting that Lund isn't starting in the ruck, Scud, as Wibley will go against Wizbecki, and Wibley gets the tap down nice and easily. Someone's trying to get it clear out of there. Wasn't able to get their hands on it though. Kicked out by Drouin, but it was Carter who repelled it straight away to Hayes. Hayes comes out wide. Great kick and finds Harrison. He goes out wide on the right foot, leading forward there, taking a strong mark. Can you see around the corner? Stern, thank you. Stern, he comes back in, delivers the ball back inside. It's 2-on-2 contest. 1, 2, 3. Wasn't able to be taking the mark, and Drouin are going to run out of it, out of their back line in Williams. He takes a bounce. Looking up ahead, he hasn't got anyone. He's run 100 metres, but they said play on.
Oh, not quite, Tim.
No, he's then pinged him.
Yeah, the 101 got him.
Yeah. he took one bounce. He needed to take about 3 in those steps. So,
but Scotty, it's what you want to see, isn't it? That run and attack from him. He's been a good player for him.
Yeah, plenty of enthusiasm from him when he's around the footy, and he's done a good job on the Prime Train when he's been on him. So, yeah, good to see him back down there.
Hefford will take the free kick. A smart move to put him back. McIntosh it is, sorry, on the left. He delivers it inside 50. He's going to land at the top of the square. Up they go. Who's down the back? Like Harrison. And it's going to be rushed through by the Drouin Hawks for a minor score.
Taking Warragul to 12-10-82 on the McDonald's Gippsland scoreboard. They lead by 57 points. Drouin at 4-1-25.
So Williams plays on, kicks to the near side. Picking it off though is Garner. And he rolls and goes onto the left foot. Foot does Garner towards Fowler, over his head. Hobbs is there, can gather it. Gives a handball off to Prime Train. Goes backwards to Kaya. Kaya backpedals, steps around one on the left, puts it to the goal line. Shepherd there, was nicely done from Stern. Umpire said it was all fair. It's a goal to Vinny Kaya.
Yeah, love a little sidestep there too. He got the fancy feet going and just got around to the opponent, gave himself a little bit of time, a little bit of space, and was good enough to then finish. But the shepherd down on the goal line was elite. That was really good work to get rid of 2 blokes that may have otherwise got a hand on that.
63-point lead to Warragul now on the McDonald's Gippsland scoreboard. 4-minute mark, third quarter, 13-10-88 to Drouin, 4-1-25.
Been getting stuck into the sponsors' food at half-time, has Paul Carter.
Got stuck in his teeth.
Just a little bit of a junior burger stuck between his teeth. French fry coming out of the gap in his tooth.
Good team play there by Stern as the ball goes back up in the middle. Wibley got the tap down. It was clever. Hobbs is going to get it through there. Couldn't get the handball out, looking for Kaya though, and it's going to be a free kick, and it's going to go in the way of Drouin.
Just have some of that Sunday, Paul.
Brazier.
Yeah.
He goes out wide and it's going to end up there in the hands of Atkins. Atkins is calling for his forwards to lead. No one sort of does too, but in the end it was Amoroso who's been good. He just hasn't had enough of it. Little forward, he then puts a ball on thing. Big lunge up forward against Masterson. He gets his head ripped off. And a free kick or the mark, take it whichever way you want. And Big Lund's going to go back. And that's obviously the positional change that they've made, Scud.
Yeah, that's an interesting one, but let's see if the ruckman can kick. I'm not saying that Ruckman can't.
Well, I think that might have been what you were implying.
No,
there.
I just haven't seen Big Denver kick.
Big Denver Lund comes in, very slow approach, drops it. He kicks it like a ruckman. However, it goes through the goals.
Never in doubt, Timmy. I backed him 100%.
No, you were about as confident as what I was.
Does anyone remember James Manson?
Oh, yeah.
It was better than that.
Marginally. You're spot on in your call there, Tim. The little fella down there, Amoroso, he's been a presence. He's only a little diminutive forward, but he attacks the footy. He gives some intent, some purpose and some drive, but he's only one guy, and he's only half a guy when you're talking key forward.
Oh, yeah. Don't pick on us little blokes. I'm concerned, though. I understand Lund going forward gives him a target, but Wibley's going to have a field day here against Wisbecki.
Yeah, you're right.
31 to 88, Warragul by 57.
And a beautiful tap down that time it was to Harrison on the end of it. Barrels one into the centre half forward. One hand up from Fowler. Brewer's there. Fowler gets it at ground level. Kick around the body from 50. It's 1-on-1 over the top of the head. Prime Train's got a free kick. Holding the man. He's going to get another one. He's been pushed into the goal square now as Prime Train is becoming very dangerous.
And don't the Drouin thirds kids love it down there?
Yep.
Absolutely nothing.
If he does miss this, those boys will go absolutely ape droppings down there. It'll be the only part they celebrate. They don't need to, but he's given the Drouin supporters behind the goals the double cobra because Prime Train has 2 now. He's starting to have a bit of an influence as well.
That might cost him a handful of Instagram followers. No, he's been good down there when they've isolated him deep. He's obviously a strong unit and kicking the ball in as often as Warragul are going to. He's going to kick a few goals.
And it's 63-point margin once again at the 7-minute mark of this third quarter. McDonald's Gippsland scoreboard. The goals 14-10-94, leading the Hawks 5-1-31.
Should get our effects mic down that area of the goals. He's definitely talking to him. He's engaging with the crowd is what you like. He's looking back at him now in the goal square.
I think Hicksy would want the 7-second time delay button.
Yeah, absolutely. and Williams isn't confident being back there deep in the fence. Wibley goes at it again. He gets the punch down there, but Wisbecki does well and tries to get the second one. When he come out of there was Atkins for Drouin, but he's wrapped up straight away. We'll have another ball up in the middle of the ground.
They're just more physically, aren't they? They're obviously physically built better than Drouin at this stage, but they're playing the game tougher too.
Wibley got the tap down. Hobbs, he's wrapped up by 2 of the Drouin players, and we'll have a third go here in the centre here at Western Park. Hope you're enjoying listening to Gippsland Live on TRFM on this Saturday afternoon. Wibley just shoved Wisbecki out of the way. It's going to be a free kick going to go against him. Wibley was trying to tell him that it was just good body use, but it was 2 hands straight in the back. So Wisbecki's going to take the free kick. In the centre of Western Park, going to drive the ball forward. Masterson there, working to the front, wasn't able to take the mark though, but driving it well. Ooh. Was on for Dorban. He gets it out to Lund. Big Lund puts it onto the goal square, 2-on-1.
Brazier.
Front position, Brazier tried well, did once, twice. Amoroso went down, bounced back up, gave it to Lund. He went left, he went right. And the kick went about 3 metres.
Oh, Sarong.
Sarong, he just slipped over in the middle of the square. He went once, he went twice. He's tried to take 2 of them on there. Warragul are going to rush it through. Vinny Kaya plays it smart. Says, we'll give up the point. And we'll come back in and he comes out to Masterson here in the back pocket.
62 points of margin on the McDonald's Gippsland scoreboard. Masterson's kick goes down the wing. Hobbs flies, couldn't mark. Sanini was there, goes back by hand to Harrison. Harrison inboard kick, beautifully done to Wibley. Here are the runners. He's allowed to stand there. Wibley pointed at him. I'd probably move, actually, if Wibley said that to me. Get 50. And Wibley's kick, nicely done, back to Harrison. Back to the near side. Harrison looks up. He's got Hobbs presenting for him. He's got a little bit of room, takes the uncontested mark. Another inboard kick, nicely done. This time to Nettle. Nettle's kick to the outer side. They've got some space out there. This time it's Hefford. Has a bounce on the wing. Will he draw the player and give the hands? No, he decides to kick out in front of Bolch. And good spoil from Williams. Got a hand on it. Goes over the boundary line.
Yeah, I think he's got him for speed, Williams.
Yep.
So the deeper he is and the more strength comes into play, the better off it'll be for Prime Train. But on the lead, I think Williams might have his measure.
We've seen some yesterday and today, some really good one-on-one battles yesterday and today with Chug and Crocker yesterday, and now Prime Train and Williams today. Timmy?
Absolutely. Wibley got the tap down to Kyo. He got a handball through to Hobbs. He's wrapped up straight away. And it is, and I know we say Crocker kicked 7 yesterday, but
Chug was their best.
Chug was their best.
Yep.
Just sometimes the ball came in so quickly that he couldn't repel himself. He'd run off the half-back flank, and then couldn't make it back to where they turned the ball over, and then they couldn't make it back in time. So all 7 weren't kicked against Chug, and in some one-on-one contests, he actually had the better of Crocker there
and he did go off. Remember too with the calf injury at the end of the game.
Absolutely. Wibbly got the tap down though, but it comes from Walmsley. Walmsley, Becky, he dived on it. He's got to get rid of it. Umpire says, I'll have it. 10.5 minutes gone here, third quarter. Warragul leading by 62 points. This Wibbly will go out again, works him well, comes through his Hobbs. He tries to shake one and then just drops it. Umpire says play on. You can have another crack at it there as McLean gets a handball out to Sanini. Sanini again, going to end up in the hands of Will Hayes from 50. He throws it forward. Prime Train's coming at it. Gleeps, wasn't able to bring it down. Through for one behind.
Warragul now 14-11-95, 63 points to the better of Drouin, who are 5-2-32, McDonald's Gippsland scoreboard.
So Williams, again, plays on and comes to the near side. Lund will fly in the front spot. Nicely done. Here's Smith, Kyron Smith for the Hawks. Go short and find a target, Smith.
Lead back up.
Yep, there it is. Walmsley presented, but kicked over his head. Now Masterson will fly and nearly take the mark. Ground level there was Atkins. Shuffled it out now to Quirk. That's Kai. He gets a handball back now. And a little chip over the top. Was that 18? Sorry, 15.
He kicked it.
Of course, Caden Greg marked it to number 18. I got me distances mixed up. I've just created a new rule as Greg kicks it down the line. A big fist from Masterson. Mole Queen was there. And a nice little cuddle from Kai Quirk.
They both cuddled each other in the end.
Thought you were behind the bar and you've just done your RSA.
Are you 18?
That was. You've made up a couple of things today.
I have. I'll have a chat to Gil. Oh, no, it's no longer Gil, is it?
Dilzo.
Yeah, Dilzo. As Hobbs, be careful with that one, Timmy. We went there on Saturday.
Yeah.
We don't want to confuse the S's with another letter. As back there is Marshall. He gives it back to Brewer. Back to Marshall by hand. Or to wobbly kick. Trouble. Stern will rove onto this one. Pick it up off the deck. Shrug a tackle. Give a handball off now to Wallace. Wallace arches the back. Left foot kick. Open goal square.
Oh.
Hits the upright from Timmy Sy.
14-12-96, Warragul, 64-point lead over Drouin, 5-2-32. That's on the McDonald's Gippsland scoreboard. 13 minutes played, third quarter.
I tell you, it's been good. Wallace, as Bibby comes in, that's going to be a free kick. Umpire said, no, it's not. Play on. Okay, no worries, Tim. So handball came out from Brewer. Warragul are just all over him here. They're going to repel back in board, top of the 50. Kaya does well, works his player underneath the footy. He's just got to make it sit, gets the handball out to Hayes. Hayes has got Stern out on the far side, and he takes a mark just outside 50. He goes short.
Oh.
And the strong mark there is taken.
Yep, Prime.
By our man.
Wants 50.
Prime Train.
Let's get those binoculars up, Scud, down in the forward pocket there. The Drouin player that was not given a free kick.
Yeah, it looks to be Peyton Saddington. Limping off towards the boundary.
So the Prime Train's going to kick from just inside 50 he's going to be.
He's got 2 this quarter, Tim.
Right side for a right footer. He's got plenty of crowd in front of him. All the cameras are out looking at it. It's a kick that's going to just fall short. And we're going to be through. Oh, goal umpire took forever to signal touch. I thought he was going to be a bit of theatre and give us the 2 fingers. Through for a minor score.
14-13-97 to 5-2-32, Warragul by 65.
Well, it's going to come back. Carter's taken the uncontested mark outside 50. Prime Train wants it again. He's going to get a run and jump at this one. And he's nearly brought it down. Comes to ground level. Brewer was there. Hobbs with a strong tackle. Somehow the ball comes out. Walmsley gives it back now to a dumping kick from... Was the whistle gone?
Free kick.
Downfield, was it? Yeah, I thought it was the dumping one.
Tranfield?
He chip it over the top. The target there is Atkins, but picking that off is Albie Phillips. And Phillips for the Warragul side. They've got the switch on if they want it. Phillips decides to keep it skinny and goes down the line to Stewart, who chips it over the top. Finds Harrison, stepping one way, the other way, gets around Unfordorban. Handballs forward to Hobbs. Hobbs goes inboard to Hayes. Back to Harrison, who ran on, delivers inside and turns it over to Walmsley.
Walmsley try and take the clearing kick. He just needs to find a short target. But no one's leading up. There's hands everywhere, but he's going to try and dump it 50 metres long to a 2-on-1 contest. And great work by Warragul, and it's going to be cut off there by Mulqueen. Mulqueen's going to come back inside. And the strong mark is being taken there by Wallace.
Fifth.
No.
Oh, no. Gee whiz, that was aggressive.
It was very aggressive blow of the whistle.
Just to get
instruction to his teammate to get out of the way. How many for Wallace, Paul?
19.
19. He's going to come in on the left. He's going to be kicking from just outside 50. Grabs an extra metre, puts it on its way. It's got the distance, it's good. Goal umpire signals touched.
Yeah. Very long delay. It's like he's streaming something.
Yeah. We're on 10-second delay.
Circle of death.
Warragul 14-14 to Drouin 5-2.
Oh, now they get a little bit of room. Amoroso gives a forward handball to a teammate in Quirk, goes back inboard, the run, outboard handball to Amoroso. There's no one in the forward line. I don't know what Seb's going to do. He has a bounce. He's going to dribble along the ground, and he wants the boundary line. Does he find it? No, Hayes is back there, can gather it and switch, and this could be trouble because all the players are on this side of the ground. The open side's the other side, and that's where Sanini goes. He's got on the outer side Stewart. Stewart can chip over the top to Stern. Who's working for Stern down the line? Nobody.
Because it's out of bounds on the full.
Oh, poor kick in the end from Zach Stewart. And for Dorban has it on the wing.
That was the other thing, though. Amoroso had, as you said, absolutely no one in front of him, Bo. As the Hawks look to go forward, though, and Wamsley's going to take a free kick.
No, he's not.
No, he's not. He's going to give it back because it's kicked out of bounds on the full as well.
A little bit of comedy of errors over the last 30 seconds of play, Tim.
Free kick going to be taken by Stewart. His kick comes inboard to Hayes. Hayes cuts back into the middle, and it's a great kick, and he finds Jordan Stewart. Stewart, he wheels round on the right, looking for Wallace, and it's a great diving mark. No, he's dropped it as he came to ground, and it's going to be Bibby that's going to get on the end of this to Amoroso. Looks up, and he's calling for his teammate to come and lead. He's got one back in the middle, but it's 2-on-3. Is it going to go? It's going to get out over the back.
Nettle.
And the Nettle will take the relieving mark, and on his left boot goes out to the far side to Sanini.
So Sanini relieves a little bit of pressure on the outer side, goes towards Zach Stewart, chips over the top again. I've heard that before.
That's a better kick.
Yep, finds Hobbs. Hobbs will have a look up. I tell you what, Hobbs and Stewart are built like brick. Yeah, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. The one that's out there.
Brick houses.
Outhouses. They are solid boys. Hobbs has it. Comes in ball with a kick. This guy's pretty solid too. Kai McLean puts on a strong tackle. Is on his toes. Atkins is there. He tackled two players at once, did Kai McLean. Handball's back now to Stewart. His little chip kick goes in the direction over the top of the head of Harrison. Lund was back there to help for the Hawks. Stopping and propping.
Free kick.
Professionally done. And that's Williams. Although advantage will be played, Tim. No,
I was going to say, but Drouin don't want to take the advantage either because they got no one forward.
So it's back to our man Max Williams. He's clearly Drouin's best, I'd say.
Yeah, well and truly. Him and Kai Quirk have probably been there too.
Touches, Paul?
17 to Williams.
Kai Quirk? He's one of the Quirks.
Yeah,
there's 6 of them.
I've only got about 10 for him, but I get confused with Quirk sometimes.
That's okay. Have another French fry.
None for Dorman, found it to Fleming. Here we go. The Hawks have got some run on here, but they give it to the ruckman in Lund.
Here we go.
Lund to Kai Quirk. He puts it on the right boot, and Amoroso's going to take the mark. Great ball movement here by the Hawks. He's in a tough position though.
Too far out.
Too far out?
Yep.
Quirk wants it in the middle. He's throwing his arms up, but Amoroso said, I'm going to go back and have a shot here. Unless someone leads up at him, there's a nice big pocket. They ran straight at him, but
no one wants it.
No, they're just all going to sit on the line and just hope that he can snag this here. Right boot against the boundary line, and he's pushed that straight out of bounds on the full, nearly into the Warragul Social Club rooms. That was just poor movement there by the forwards. No movement. They just all went back on the line. He was always going to be a tough kick. At least present and create, give the Warragul defence something to do.
And he's probably their best kick in it, so he's going to hit you up. He's a lovely kick of the football.
Absolutely. So it's going to be Will Hayes. He's going to take the free kick from his back pocket. He's going to come short to Sarong. Sarong over the top to Carter. And he gets it back to Hayes. And this is what we haven't seen from Drouin at all, but it's been fantastic from Warragul. Great pick up on the hands there by Wallet. He finds Vinny Kaya. Vinny Kaya looking out, and he's going to find Stewart. Doesn't break stride. Oh, great tackle. Awesome tackle there by Zach McMillan. Great chase down.
Big moment there, Scud.
Yeah, big moments thanks to the Moore Bowling Club. Bestro is back and open 7 days a week. Great work, McMillan.
McMillan comes out wide looking for the ruckman in Lund. But he's been paid a mark. Yeah, it is to Sarong. Sarong will build up slowly. That was great ball movement there, but an equally as good a chase from McMillan. And that's the things you got to look at on a Tuesday night from Drouin.
It is. It's the little things that count, and, you know, they'll get better as the season goes along and they get more experience under their belt. Although Warragul will go forward again, and picking it up was quick kick from the stoppage. Missed it though, Wallace. Isaac, minor score.
14-15-99. Warragul have kicked 5 behinds in a row now. 67-point lead over Drouin, 5-2-32, and McDonald's Gippsland scored 21 minutes play of their third quarter.
So Williams again has another kick out of fullback. He's taken every kick out of fullback. So they've had 15 behinds, Warragul, and he's kicked every single one of them out of fullback. Couldn't find the target though on the kick, and we're going to ball up 60 metres around now from Warragul's goal. Into the third quarter for McDonald's. Peak chicken is upon us, guys. The new McWings at Macca's. They win the stoppage. Quirk handballs over the top there to that Caden Gregg, who wears the number 18. Goes back to Quirk. And in a tight place, he couldn't get the handball away, and holding the footy against Quirk goes to Tommy Stern.
How are the wings, Scud?
Haven't had any. I'll be getting some on the way home. Make no mistake. That's if Paul Carter hasn't eaten them all. He had some at half-time. He had a chicken wing stuck as well before.
Hefford looking to reload inside 50. He's going to take the switch all the way on to the other side of the ground where Masterson is. Masterson had Harrison over the top if he wanted him. That is just slow play looking at what he's got there. Everyone's inside the Warragul 50 here at the moment. He's going to dump it inside. Big ask over the top there. Looking for that one there was Sanini. Wasn't able to get his hands on it though.
Go on.
Umpire said is throw, incorrect disposal.
Have a look at the crowd down that bottom end of the ground. You've got the Drouin supporters, but then all to the left around the netball courts. It is absolutely packed.
Absolutely.
On the fence.
Zach Stewart.
And they're all here for one man, Anthony Pavey.
Thought you were going to say Daryl Cooling there for a second. Stewart, he gives the call out to Hobbs. He's going to put it up to him, but 2-on-1 contest in the end. Wasn't able to get it. Let's get that light pole out of the way. McLean, he's got the handball back, comes to Sarong. He puts it on the boot, looking inside, and a strong mark there taken by Hobbs. Plays on quickly, swings round from 45. And that there
got it, I think. Yes,
is a Zambrero goal of the day contender.
Yeah, quality finish there from outside the arc. Plenty of time, not a lot of pressure at the moment from the Drouin defensive area there. Probably gas, to be fair. The ball's been down there a lot this quarter. But yeah, he rolled around nicely, took his time and finished, which has been a hard thing for them to do in the last little bit there for Warragul. More points than goals.
And it takes them over the 100 mark, the Warragul team. 15-15, 105 they are at the 23-minute mark of the third quarter. And it's on the McDonald's Gippsland scoreboard. They lead by 73 points over Drouin, who are 5-2-32.
We'll get some scores for you from the netball game as well very shortly.
My goal umpire, mate, I need to... Because I'm going to go down there and tell him he can move quicker than 10-second delay.
Yeah. Is he actually here? It's an AI figure down in the goal square. They go again, and this time it's Hobbs again. He's having some sort of quarter, shuffles it out to the run of Harrison. Harrison's little chip kick over the top to Garner. Had a little bit of a fumble, and quickly closing there was McMillan with another good tackle, and the umpire said, let's ball it up 60 metres out from goal. Could be the green screen down there, Timmy, as well. Just digitally enhanced it.
Maybe the Drouin kids have tied him up.
They've stolen the goal umpire. Put him over the back. So ball up, 60 metres out. The lights are on here at Western Park. No rain, but there is some cloud cover. Sun's been behind it all afternoon. We've got another stoppage here. Great to have your company on TRFM. Across Gippsland the Valley, this is Gippsland Live. It's all thanks to Harvey Norman Electrical. Half-yearly clearance is on now. This is a continuation of round 9 of the Alinta Energy Gippsland League. And the Drouin side, well, they're struggling to keep in touch at the moment. 73 points is the margin for Warragul. They've been very clinical all afternoon. A fourth stoppage. Can they clear it out of the area? This time it goes to Aidan Quirk. Right foot delivery's okay. Hits the target of Cody Fleming. Fleming looks up. Short was on again. Decide Bibby was the one, didn't go there, and kicks back down to a 2-on-1, 3-on-1 in the end. They can raffle it. Sarong punched it over the back. Carter had it, gave it to Hayes, who gives it to Sarong. Sarong's got Mulqueen at centre half back. He handballs over the top to Hayes, now to Garner, who ran onto it. The back six there worked really well of Warragul. In they go to Stewart. He gives it across now to Sanini. Sanini by hand to McLean. He just fumbles, leaves it behind. Williams left it behind, but then McLean gives away a free kick to Zane Atkins.
Atkins quick to play on, looks to go out wide.
There he is.
They're in the hands of Umfordorban. He's run about 100 metres off his lines, called to play on. Tries to draw Hobbs, and he does well. And then he does the left and then the right. Umfordorban had him going every which way. Kicks forward, and a strong mark there taken by Wisbecki. In front of Masterson. Unfordorban hadn't gone every which way. Unfordorban to Wisbecki. Wisbecki puts it about 30 metres out. Carter over the top.
Oh, yes, sir.
What a grab. And again, we'll give away a Zambrero mark of the day. We don't have it, but you can have it there. He's Lucas Carter.
Might be dining for two there.
Absolutely.
Was it Fowler?
Hey?
Who had the one-hander?
No, I can't remember who it was. Clearing kick comes out, but it's marked by Kai Quirk. Looking to reload quickly. He does. Puts it on top of the head, though. And Sarong comes back out and says, I'll have another go at trying to clear the area here. He's going to switch the play, go out to the far side where he's got abundance of players, and it's going to be Sanini. Sanini's got Hayes through the middle, so handballs to him. Hayes went left, then he came back to his right, and then handball left again to Masterson. Masterson takes the quick kick out to the far side and ends up in the hands of Wallace. His handball through to Hayes. Hayes is just a training drill at the moment out on that far side. Ends up in the hands of Carter. Carter on the left boot. Chiseling kick inside. McLean takes strong mark. I've just got to move around the post so I can see, sorry. That pole got right in the way where he marked it. So McLean's going to take the kick.
At least it's doing its purpose today, the pole.
Yeah.
The lights are on.
Lights are on. Three-quarter time siren. Currently 73 points in front. McLean going to come in from about 40 metres out. Puts a kick on its way. Goal umpire does not move. And that is another one for Kai McLean and his third for the day.
Yes, well, the margin gets to 79 points at three-quarter time. 15-15, 105, Warragul. Lead Drouin, 5-2-32. Sunday afternoon football, we've got one to go here at Western Park. It's all thanks to Harvey Norman, Electrical Gippsland.
A new standard of family living is coming to Gippsland. Virtue Home's new display home, the Marshall 28, is open now in Traralgon. The Marshall 28 is perfect for families and couples seeking a fresh, innovative home. Thoughtfully designed to evolve with you with a light and airy feel. You can rest easy knowing it's built by the award-winning team at Virtue Homes. The new Marshall 28 display home, open now on Marshalls Road in Traralgon. Visit virtuehomes.com.au for more info. CDBU 48113.
Time to take a look at the top 5 goals from round 8. Kicking us off at number 1, it's Traralgon's Cade Reuters here. Out of the pack, a quick snap, and that's the end of that. A brilliant goal. Well done. Number 2, it's Shannon Lang here from Sale. Receives the hand pass, goes bang from 50 and sails it all the way home. Number 3, Leon Gatha. How's this? Dyson Heppel pops up. A little bit of local footy on the left boot, sends it home. A brilliant goal. Number 4, the quick roving Keenan boy from Warragul. Did well, snap around the body, oh yeah! Number 5, Cody McDonald from Morwell here. A fantastic effort, plucking one out of the air. A brilliant goal.
Phone. Three-quarter time, Warragul 16-15, 1-11, leading Drouin 5-2-32, in total control at the moment, 79 points, and Warragul have a huge crowd here on Sunday afternoon. Here's Paul Carter with all the key stats, thanks to Gippsland Ozuzu Youth.
Certainly one-sided Warragul's way. They lead the inside 50s 50-20 at this stage. Clearances are 19 apiece, but centre clearances are Warragul 13-9. 23 free kicks apiece. Marks that quarter, as I was mentioning, 35 to Warragul, 12 to Drouin in that quarter. So Warragul are ahead 78-52. Sam Wibley, definitely the dominant big man on the ground now. 32 hit-outs to three-quarter time. Tom Hobbs, another 8 disposals that quarter, going up to 28. Isaac Wallace in there with him. He's on 22 at this stage. Will Hayes, 12 disposals that quarter. He's sitting on 19. And our prime train, he has another 4. He's up to 16. For Drouin, we've got Aidan Quirk and Max Williams both on 18. 12 to Kai Quirk, 13 to Caleb Quirk, 10 to Sebran Moroso, 9 to Zane Atkins, 10 to Jared Marshall.
Thank you very much, Paul Carter. And of course, Scotty's been working the phones for the scores. We had a final score, did we, with the Gippsland Power Game, all thanks to Harvey Norman Furniture. And don't forget, it's their half-yearly clearance. Shop hot deals on discounted lounges, dining, outdoor furniture and barbecues as well at your local Harvey Norman store.
Yeah, strong win to the Power Boys, 13-17-95. Western Jets 5-11-41, and just the one AFL game underway at the moment. Slightly closer than this one here. Port Adelaide 7-5-47, Melbourne 5-6-36.
There we go. And yesterday, just repeating yesterday's results in the Gippsland League, Leongatha defeated Maffra. Morwell were big winners over Bairnsdale. Traralgon had a huge win over Sale, and Moe defeated Wonthaggi. We haven't quite got a netball update for you just yet. We're waiting for those scores to come through out of Warragul Drouin. A good game there on the netball court in our Gippsland Live match of the day.
Just got a score, Scud.
Thank you very much,
been sent
Timmy.
through,
Right
and it was Warragul convincing winners. In the end, they won 72 to Drouin 47.
Yeah, I did hear that Drouin had a couple of players out today. They had a wedding. So a wedding sort of depleted the A-grade side of Drouin. They had 3 or 4 players missing. So interesting, you have a wedding in the middle of a football netball
but they
season.
probably thought they might have done the right thing by putting it on a Sunday.
Yeah, maybe.
Scud. And then the draws come out and it's thrown a curveball to everybody.
Yeah, you might have been right. Well, it's again, we're trying to herd the spectators off. Drouin's had a big following around their 3/4 time huddle. They'll just take a leisurely stroll to get off the park. The players are ready. The umpires are ready.
We're ready.
We're ready.
A lot of umpires too, isn't there?
There's a lot of umpires out
Seems to be
there.
a lot of green out there.
Seems to be, what is it, 3 in the middle and a couple of boundaries?
Three in the field, 3 boundaries.
3 in the field and 3 boundaries. How does that work, Tim?
Well, they run 2 on one side and then they swap at different stages, Scud.
Gee whiz. What about the poor guy doing the one on his own for a little while?
But they switch. Yeah,
and of course, they've got 1 goal umpire and 1 AI.
Yeah.
Final quarter is underway. Wibley taps it down. Stewart handballs over the top. Handball there from Quirk to the man's gone in the middle now, Max Williams. A high clearing kick, and Hobbs just read it off the boot and takes the mark on the wing. Just repeating Hobbs' toucher. That's another one for him, but Hobbs has had how many?
29 now.
29. Inboard kick was nice to Zach Stewart. Goes back to Masterson at half-back. And Masterson rolls and goes to half forward. Hayes is there. He's racked him up this afternoon as well. Turns and delivers quickly to Fowler. Takes the mark 48 metres out. Fowler, Braden. Bolch was on a lead. Ignored.
He wanted it.
Yeah, he does. Fowler's going to go to the top of the square. You think it's just a little bit too far out to score. He's got it working back though. That top of the square, the big ruckman for Drouin rolls back and takes the mark in the end. It's Lund. And Lund's going to go back. Nicely kick. Although Williams dropped the mark he should have taken, but he's up to it. He's got some wheels. Gets around a couple and then gets the outlet kick to a teammate on the outer side in Bibby, but the boundary line will beat everybody. And we'll have a boundary throw in. A minute into this final quarter. The margin at the moment, it sits at 79.
The way this ball's coming into the Warragul forward 50, if Jed Lamb was playing, at what stage would he have cleared everyone else out except for himself, do you reckon?
He's been playing back a little bit this year, Scotty, but today,
Come on.
would have been forward.
I'll tell you, the Fowler and the prime trainer just had a little bit of a discussion then around where he should have put it.
Oh, really?
Absolutely. They're laughing with each other. Free kick though, he's going to end up going to Drouin here.
Did Prime Train tell Braden Fowler where to put it, or other way round?
Prime Train was saying, I'm leading here, just put it over there.
Yeah, righto.
And Fowler had a bit of a laugh as if to say, yeah, sorry, mate, I probably should have given it to you.
Okay.
So Greg gives it off to Williams. Williams by foot, been fantastic. Drouin would love 3 or 4 of him out there today. So swing round coming through there. Ending up there was Kai Quirk, delivers the ball inside. Carter was first to it. He couldn't get his hands onto it though. Dorman got the handball over the top. We're going to have a boundary throw in down the far side. Just having a look whether, Kai Quirk's changed his boots. He's now gone to white. So just to confuse us here in the last quarter, Scud.
Well, that's ridiculous.
Agree.
Yeah.
Down the far end of the ground here, Wibley and Wizbecky. Wizbecky took front position, got the tap down, wasn't able to get anything clear from it. Umpire just needs to come in and we'll have another ball up here.
Boys, just use the white paper.
He's worn bright yellow all day and then he's confused us by going and putting white. So Wibley got the tap down. Unfordorban with the little kick through for a minor score.
Drouin now 5-3-33. The margin is 78 points in Warragul's favour on the Harvey Norman computer scoreboard. The goals are 16-15, 111.
Hayes goes straight up the middle to find Hobbs, and Hayes runs on, nearly got it back. He's going to get it back now. Great running by Will Hayes. Gives a handball to Prime Train, back to Hobbs. Hobbs' kick to the outer side. Nicely done out there and finds Zach Stewart.
Is that just like a little square handball training drill at training and then you kick the outlet kick?
It's exactly what it is.
Three good guys there to do it too.
Yep. As they go back by foot to find Sarong. What a football family Sarong is. Liam here. Caleb over in the west with the Fremantle Dockers. Completely different players too. They're brothers. Liam's got good height. He'd be 6'3". And Sarong's, and here he goes again, Liam. Tries to get up and takes the mark. Nicely done by Hayes. Gives a handball across to Prime Train, who gives it back to Hayes. His kick finds Wibley. And of course, Jai Sarong is down on Hawthorn's list as well as a tall, athletic defender come forward.
Hayes has just said to Wibley, go long down the line. He tried to take on Lund. He was tackled as he tried to do it. You have to watch the highlights there to see that one. And he got the kick away, went to Hobbs. He got on the boot though. Vinny Kaya, he wasn't able to keep it clean though, tried to get it off the ground. And coming through there, Brewer got the handball across to Aiden Quirk. His handball ends up in the hands there though. Greg coming through, wasn't able to get it out the back though. Is Marshall. Carter looks to get the hands on it first there for Warragul, though. He'll repel it and goes outside, but it's going to be Atkins for Drouin, who gives it don't argue to the Prime Train. And then walks over the boundary line and says, Timmy, please throw it in.
Scotty, someone, just go back over what the big ruckman tried to do.
Well, he tried to put the man in the mark on the roller skates and get round him and didn't.
he ran straight into him in the end, didn't he?
I believe it's called the Maori sidestep.
Where there's no side.
In rugby union, yeah.
Quirk goes inboard to the 50 towards Amoroso. Phillips is there. Gives it across now to Isaac Wallace. His kick to the wing can find Caleb McIntosh, although he dropped the mark. Gives a handball to the run of Garner. Got a little toe poke on it. Nicely done there from Zach McMillan to pick it up and spot it out wide towards Caleb Quirk. And he runs it over for a boundary throw in.
Do you get the feeling the oxygen's gone out of this one?
Yes. Sometime during that third quarter, I reckon. 78 points is the margin. Percentage will be important. Warragul still want to put the foot down because they're in a battle for fifth spot. Prime Train on all fours.
Free kick, Drouin.
Yeah, I didn't like the attention, and Prime Train just goes and have a bit of a go at Zane Atkins. He was sticking up for his teammate there, and there he took on Hobbs. You don't do that. Hobbs had just given away the free kick, and Williams tried to step him. Hobbs is like a bull. Wins the free kick, goes inboard to Hayes. His kick out wide's a centimetre perfect to Vinny Kaya. And Kaya will draw the defender, give it across to Sarong, and Sarong wobbles one. Off the side of the boot, shanked it out of bounds on the full.
We're on world record pace for out of bounds on the full today too.
Yeah, true.
And there's been some big ones.
Oh, gee, that was nearly out of bounds again. They played on quickly. Amoroso now chisels one back inboard to Blake Bibby. And Bibby wants to slow things down. Tim Sexton on TRFM.
Bibby, the half-back flank here for the Hawks. He went right, he went left, and now he's run himself into trouble. Gives the don't argue a short kick, not 15. Umpire said yes, it was, Tim. Not sure how it was, but Brazier, he's going to come out wide here and ends up in the hands of Brewer. Brewer kick over the top. And good mark out here taken by McMillan. McMillan swings round. Finds Bibby again. Hasn't got much up ahead. He's just going to dump this on the head of London and Wibley. Wibley got the hands down, but it was roved extremely well there by Williams again. Been well and truly Drouin's best player. Shovels it inside 50, coming through. Unfordorban swings it round on the right boots. Through for a minor score.
We see again though, Drouin possessing the ball, 3-4 possessions, behind play, hold on to it and then let it go and see what happens.
Drouin 5-4-34, trailing Warragul 16-15, 1-11, 7.5 minutes. Warragul haven't scored this quarter.
Scud, just in terms of percentage, Maul currently sitting fifth there on 117%. Warragul, before today's game, were on 84.
Ooh,
so they need it.
They definitely need it, don't they?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
They need a big percentage booster here.
Masterson goes to the outer side, finds Harrison, has a bounce, and he's got a little bit of space again, decides to kick on this occasion, and finds McIntosh. He'll come back inboard, looking for Prime Train over the top of his head. Swooping out, it was Hayes, got a handball backwards. Now that goes back towards Sanini. The run from half back, this time it's Garner, runs a long way, left foot deep into the goal square. Hobbs will just need it to sit. Well, it doesn't matter. He picks it up and puts it through. Hobbs has got 4 for the afternoon. Warragul absolutely flying in round 9 of the Gippsland League.
Yeah, I thought he held on to that for a little bit too long, running through the midfield. And once he realised that he'd burnt all his leading options, he took plan B, put it out over the back, and the last deepest forward turns around and kicks the easiest of goals. Meanwhile, back at the ranch, a free kick.
Free kick to go against Prime Train. It's going to be a Drouin free kick.
Well,
And they're all
taking on a few of them.
it's all just plenty of niggle.
Wouldn't mind some Warragul teammates to go and help him a little bit.
I know, rubbing the head. And that's the bit that I don't like from the opposition, because that to me there is above the shoulder too.
Did that goal count, by the way?
Yep.
It did, okay.
Yep, so but it's 50 from the 50 from the
centre clearance.
From the centre clearance. So but that there, like that there, Scott, if you're going to go over the shoulder with that, rubbing of the head is over the shoulder too. So pay it. And people will go, oh yeah, but it's just, a bit of fun. Yeah, well, a bit of fun grabbing them around the neck too.
It's a bit of fun until someone turns around and smacks him in the mouth.
Yep.
Yeah, that's right. 83 points the margin. Free kick's going to go in the way of Riley Wisbecki, who was a ruckman at the time. He's directly in front. He'll kick from about 40 metres out. City end of the ground, no breeze. The Drouin supporters behind the goal. They haven't had many chances to cheer, and they don't get the occasion now. That's another minor score. Paul Carter on the Harvey Norman computer scoreboard. The half-yearly clearance is on now.
3 behinds this quarter to Drouin. They are 5-5-35, trailing Warragul 17-15, 117.
Warragul bring the ball back into the far side at the ground there. Getting the handball out from that one there was McIntosh. Comes into the middle there for Sanini, gets the handball off to Kaya.
Oh, he tried the barrel.
He's tried the barrel, but he's got Hobbs. They've got 3 out. It's handball over the top. How far do you want it? Fowler's going to let it bounce. He's going to run through the open goal and put it straight through for his second of the day. And that there is how you transition the ball from full back to full forward.
You don't see many torps these days at all, and when you do, they're generally set shots at goal from too far out. But a midfield torp into the forward line. I was just trying to think of the last time I saw that in the training drill anywhere.
And the margin now 88 points. They're 2 goals off taking it to the ton. It's 123 points. Warragul 18-15 to Drouin 5-5-35. Harvey Norman computer scoreboard. Almost 11 minutes played of the final quarter.
Timmy, you updated us with the scores of A-grade netball match of the day. Warragul 72, Drouin 47. Our Gippsland Live player of the day was Emma Ride, the star shooter for the Warragul side there. She takes home the $50 Harvey Norman voucher.
Very good. Wisbecki got the tap down, and it's Aidan Quirk who gets the handball out to Marshall, who gets it out to Williams. Look to go on the left. His handball, though, is going to be cut off here by Warragul, and coming through the middle there is Stewart. Zach Variety, he kicks out wide, and boundary line's going to beat everyone to that. We'll have a boundary throw in far side here, Western Park, Sunday afternoon football, Gippsland Live on TRFM.
So boundary throw in. Ruckman Waite, Wisbecki gets the front spot. It's shoved out the way, and Wibley says, I'll tap it. The Drouin, though, win the clearance. Bibby gives it across now to Aidan Quirk. Top of the 50, Masterson reads it so well, goes up and takes the mark. He's not taking home the Zambrero mark of the day as he kicks to the wing area. Wibley's going to fly. Doesn't quite get off the ground. There's a handball over the top there from Stewart. Cough the footy up. They come back inboard. Now it finds Quirk, Kai Quirk. Goes inward, boards Brewer. Bibby's there, gives it to Brazier. Brazier, a little chip kick over the top to open space. Coming off his man was Mulqueen, and now gives it across now to Albie Phillips, who kicks to the wing area. Out in front of McIntosh, gathers it, goes back by hand to Wallace. Isaac goes forward to Phillips. Coughed it up though, and now Ben Tranfield had it and got it inboard and found Blake Bibby.
Bibby, his kick missed the mark though, and that man Wallace, who's been on it all day, gets a handball out to Kaya, but a dump kick inside from Aidan Quirk over the back. Is it?
Yes.
It can't be.
It is.
Unfordorman.
What
Thomas,
a great name.
Unfordorman.
He's our favourite player, I think.
I hope Rob Copplestone's listening.
You just cannot... You can't not help get excited when Unfordorban goes near the ball.
No, you can't.
It's
Thomas,
infectious.
He's going to be kicking from about 35 on a 45-degree angle. Slow approach as he comes in. Unfordorban sends it on its way. Goal umpire doesn't move. Thomas Unfordorban.
Come on, Scotty, come with us.
Well, I can tell you this for free, Darryl. If I went to the doctors and they said you had Unfordorban and it's infectious, I'd be very, very worried.
Did I say... No.
You definitely said it was infectious.
I didn't mean it that way. Paul Carter.
That goal to Unford Auburn has taken Drouin to 6-5-41 on the Harvey Norman computer scoreboard. They are trailing by 82 points on Warragul 18-15-123.
What's the word I was looking for then? Anyway.
What are you trying to say?
Well, you bought your own shovel, Darryl. You dug the hole, dig yourself out.
Wibley back into the middle, got the tap down. Aidan Quirk tried to get it, but then it's ripped out in the hands there coming through. Looking for it there was Garner. He couldn't get it. Stewart hands over the ball and going to be a free kick that's going to be in the back, and it's going to go the way of the Drouin Hawks through Aidan Quirk. He's tried hard all day. Went to go left, not much there, so he goes right. And it's a great kick, and then out there and finds Greg. No, sorry, it was Becky. Kicks it at front. Of there is Smith on his left foot, got smothered. Ball comes back out. Carter, the handball comes out wide, and it's going to end up in the hands there of Vinny Kaya. If he went up with one hand, couldn't quite bring it in, he's going to see the ball over into the Drouin bench. And we'll have another boundary throw in.
It is infectious, the word I was after, also meaning a part of the disease part, but likely to spread or influence others in rapid manner, as in a loud laughter.
A what?
Loud laughter. Infectious.
Infectious.
Exactly
absolutely.
right. I knew I nailed it.
Wibley over the back, got the handball. Marshall went one way, then came back inside the other in there and ends up in the hands there of Bibby. Bibby goes out wide. He's got the lead there in Amoroso. Sev, he's too far out to score. He's outside 50. Wants a lead. Where's Unford Auburn?
He's on the
bench.
Come on,
Thomas.
He's on the bench.
Get out there, Thomas. Run out. Have 19 players on the lead. Oh, puts it out. Masterson, too good. Closes down the lead there of London. We'll have a boundary throw in. Inside the forward 50 for the Drouin Hawks. We've picked over 15 minutes here in the final quarter. And it is the Warragul Gulls leading by 82 points.
It's a boundary throw in. Lund in the front spot. Gets out the back. Marshall nearly touched that before he hit the deck. Sarong gave a quick handball to Phillips. Over to Prime Train. His handball was partially smothered. Swooping on it again back there. Was it Nettle? And now they get it forward again. Hayes drives his boot into this one to half forward. Ground level there was Jordan Stewart. Whistle's gone. I don't know what that action was from the umpire, but it like a forearm to the head, I believe. And now he goes back, Jordan Stewart, put a hand up, won the footy, gives a beautiful handball off to Luke Garner, and Garner from 51 with an open goal square, sprays it to the left and misses. And Fowler says, what about me? Minor score.
83-point lead to Warrior there, 18-16-124, leading Drouin 6-5-41 on the Harvey Norman computer scoreboard.
Just needed to pop that up a little bit higher, Gardner, and your man Fowler was going to run straight into it. But Lund will take the mark from outside his defensive 50. Strong kick to Amoroso. He's up into the middle of the ground. Finds Marshall, who dropped what he should have taken. He's wrapped up straight away in a tackle by Sanini. We'll have a ball up in the middle of the ground here at Western Park. Game well and truly over.
Tell you what, Timmy, your boundary umpire out here is seriously Stevie Ruggling. Lucky there's two of them on this side.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Well, he's got the cramp.
Poor fella on the other side is doing the whole boundary by himself.
Walmsley gets it forward. Carter! Carter again. He said, I'll have one Zambrero and give me a second. He takes a man on the mark, dances around him and puts him on the ground. Sends it forward. Great kick. Great kick out there on his own was McIntosh. Swings back round on his left boot.
Kick it to Prime.
Finds Stewart. Stewart's going to say, I'll kick it to Hobbs. Oh, he's left it short for Paul Hobbs.
Oh, well done.
Well done going in there, throwing his body on the line was McIntosh.
Uh-oh.
And umpires call him for holding the ball. Oh, read the room, umpire.
There must be something in the name Carter. I've seen Paul Carter fly like that.
Not for a very long time.
Taking the kick there was Tranfield. He goes out wide.
God.
Williams dropped what he should have taken, well and truly. Going through handballs everywhere. Hayes says, oh, come with me. He gives it to Carter and says, Garner, and Garner chips this one over the top. Going back with the flight of the ball. Stewart.
Oh, here
goes
it is.
handball off. Fowler, goal.
Prime Train.
Where was Prime Train?
Yeah, he gave it. Fowler gave the handball to Prime Train. And Prime Train put it through. You missed the slick handball from Fowler. I know it's rare. Full forwards don't normally handball.
I was going to say, he was in the goal square.
Fowler kicked that, didn't he?
No, you all missed it. It was Prime Train. Fowler gave a slick handball to Bolch.
Oh.
When?
1916, 130, an 89-point lead by Warragul over Drouin, who are 6-5-41 on the Harvey Norman computer scoreboard. 18 and a half minutes played in the final quarter.
Don't make him use the internet again to prove that he was right.
Let's go have a look at the replay. Over to you, Timmy, second.
Yeah, I've got it. You find that on the highlights there. Coming back in, Stern's gone into the ruck against Lund. Lund wins that tap down. No one's able to get anything clear there. Quirk, Hobbs, piles on. Come on, umpire, blow the whistle. Here we go, it's going to come out. Hobbs off the ground. Picks up well and truly there by McIntosh. Gets a handball out. Stern says, I'll get around one. Gives it to Hayes. Hobbs runs in and he's going to push it and he's going to get a free kick for after it. And Hobbs is going to say, I'm going to have it because I want a handful of goals to go with. How many touches, Paul Carter?
37.
Yeah, he says, I'll have 37 and 5 will be a lovely day out for me. Thank you.
Happy with the free kick? Very little in it, I thought. Very, very little.
Sold it well, does Hobbs. Have you gone back and found that goal yet?
No, me fat fingers sort of scroll back 5 minutes.
Righto, here he is, Hobbs. He's going to be kicking from about 40, directly in front. Just gives it the Jeremy Cameron push on the ends of the football.
Taking his time, Hobbs.
I was going to say, we've had about 45 seconds. Hobbs comes in, sends it on its way. Goal umpire does not move, and there's a handful for Tom Hobbs.
We might be having a chat to him after the game, I reckon.
Would have been thought it would be a fair chance.
He's had a decent day, Scotty.
There's a chance for 40 and 5 minimum, so I reckon if we're not talking to him, someone's had a really, really good day.
Will Hayes has been good too, Paul Carter.
He certainly has. Hobbs' fifth goal takes Warragul to a 95-point lead at the 20-minute mark of this final quarter. 2016, 136 on the Harvey Norman computer scoreboard as the goals, up against Drouin, who are 6-5-41.
I'm getting close to the replay, getting it right, Timmy.
Well, you get that and I'll go again here.
Okay.
Don't you stress, I'll just keep going. I won't have a voice by the end of it, but we'll be right. Wibley and Lund go at it. They wrestle together. Give that one to Lund. Coming through it first there. Who's going to be able to get it hands out at nothing? It's just bobbling around there. Someone just wants to be clean. And Stewart's trying to get there, and Wallace as well. All wrapped up, and umpire says, I'll come in and have another ball up here. Still in the centre square. Just on 21 minutes gone here. Last quarter. Wibley gets the tap down, does well. Hobbs says, I'll have it. And from 50, puts it on its way. It's a wobbly looking kick. Through for a minor score.
96-point lead. It is 2017, 137 Warragul, leading Drouin 6-5-41.
Walmsley's going to take the kick in for Drouin, signalling everyone to go left to the outer side here at Western Park. Lights are on. It's getting very dark.
Yeah, guys, just a quick update. Bolch actually gave the handball to Fowler.
Fowler kicked the goal.
Ball's over the boundary line. Far side here at Western Park.
Sorry for the
True
delay.
wing. I'm thinking, which part of... I looked at it and Fowler put the ball on his boot, so I wasn't sure where you were going.
Yeah, apologies there. I'm back with you now as we got 22 minutes gone in the final quarter. Wibley with a big tap down. Hobbs is there again. Gives a handball off to Kaya, and Kaya's delivery in that man Fowler direction. There should be a free kick. And it gets over the back. Kick around the body it was in the end. Goes out of bounds on the full. Tell you what, Will Brewer tried to take a hanger on Fowler, used him as a step ladder, and the umpire said, yeah, that's okay. Didn't even get anywhere near it.
You reverse the roles and have a forward do that to a defender.
Yeah.
Free kick every day of the week.
Absolutely. Brazier close to the boundary line and Garner's there, and they'll both see it go over for a boundary throw. And we've only had the 4 goals kicked in the quarter. You suspect it might go about 26, 27 minutes.
Here's our man, Scud, the injured boundary umpire. Let's see how he goes.
Oh, dear. I've seen...
he didn't toss the coin at the start of the day, did he?
He might not have. Here's Sanini from about 51 metres. Hot spot it goes. There's the man Fowler. The one who kicked the last goal for the Gulls.
Before Hobbs.
You
haven't got Hobbs.
I haven't got Hobbs on my sheet.
We've had 5 goals kicked in this quarter.
Hobbs at the 20-minute mark.
Yeah, that's because I was looking at the replay.
Scud's catching up from 7 minutes ago.
Fowler's directly in front. He has 3 this afternoon, Braden Fowler. Can't believe I missed my man.
He won't be happy with
No,
you.
he won't be. Directly in front, off a couple of steps. It didn't look good off the boot, and that's ordinary, Braden. We're having goal kicking practice, I think, during the week. I might come down and teach you a thing or two.
Warragul 2018 138, leading Drouin 6-5-41, and that is on the Harvey Norman computer scoreboard.
Walmsley gets it out and ends up in the hands there of that man Williams, who's been fantastic for Drouin all day, but it's going to come out for Masterson, and he's going to repel Hefford over the top of Hayes and lands in the arms of Isaac Wallace, who's been good as well. His hands cut off, though, by Quirk in the white boots instead of the yellow boots. Kicks the ball forward, coming through, but it's all Warragul back there and cut off, and they're going to repel the ball out here through Garner.
So Garner has it, chips to the wing area. He's got a couple of options. McIntosh is one of those. He's got all the day in the world. Has a bounce on the half-forward flank. Has two bounces. Goes by left. Inside forward 50. Out the back. Harrison can't complete the mark. Comes to ground level. They crash into Stewart. Calls the stoppage. We're going to ball up 15 metres out from Warragul's goal.
All the day in the world?
Yeah, that's plenty of time. Have a look at the dictionary. Wibley taps it down. Quirk gives it back. Walmsley under pressure. Landed in the hands there of Fraser. Fraser's got Harrison on the out. It's Marshall on the outer side. Harrison's the defender. Man's the mark. Marshall's there for the Hawks. Amoroso's short. Goes over his head and kicks it. Out of bounds on the full. Scotty, how many?
Oh, plenty. An abundance.
So Vinny Kaya. Well and truly too far out to score. He's about 70 metres away, right under the scoreboard here at Western Park. It just ticks over 25 minutes. High kick, point of the square it goes. Big fly over the back was from Stewart, couldn't complete it. Marshall's there for the Hawks, gives it to Brewer, back to Marshall, and Marshall's outlet kick is going to be turned over as Sarong takes the mark.
Sarong comes back. They're going to switch the play to Masterson. He's going to run to about 60. Chips in forward, looking for Harrison in the pocket, and a strong contested mark. He's going to play on the right banana.
He wanted
it. He's put it out of bounds on the full.
He wanted it.
I'm going to watch the replay. It's got to be 20 out of bounds on the full.
Margin at 97. For the Drouin supporters, we might not give the score until the final siren.
Walmsley comes back in, straight back to that out of the side where they've been all day from their kick-outs. We've got a touch and we'll have a boundary throw in. We've got the...
Just looking at Kim Waller down here. She runs the netball for the Warragul Football Netball Club. She's got my sign. I hope she returns it. And that is the Player of the Day sign.
Just looking at the boundary umpires here.
Oh, no.
They got signals. They got signals going on. I'm not sure what they're doing to each other, but
you run.
Anyway.
I'll cover this 20 metres, you cover the other 80.
All right, dumping tackle going on. Free kick here is going to go and end up there with, that is Zach Stewart.
Yeah, one of the guys with tats.
Yeah, Zach Stewart. Zach puts it out there looking for his brother there in Jordan. Wasn't able to get it though. Vinny Kaya was first to it. He lost the handball on it. Coming back in and dumping the ball in there, Sanini, who's going to foul. It comes out there. Walmsley does well, gets the hand on it. Roving it there though. Throwing it onto the boot on the left. Harrison, it's not going to make it anywhere. It's going to bounce and bounce over for a boundary throw in.
He's had a couple of cracks, hasn't he, at the Zambrero?
Absolutely.
He just looked up and smiled at us as well.
How's your boundary umpire going here, Scotty?
He's in licorice all sorts, this bloke. He is absolutely shagged.
And Warragul get another one. Fowler takes the ruck duties, taps it down. Marshall was there. Fowler becomes a tackler. Hobbs, brute strength, gives it to Garner. Lukey Garner pointing to the crowd. And that is your Zambrero goal of the day right there at the 27-minute mark of the final corner. Luke Garner, well done.
Don't worry about bringing up the 100-point margin and the goal of the day. I'm going to get down there and give mouth-to-mouth to this boundary umpire. He is broken. He is absolutely broken. I used to walk like that on Sundays after I bowled 30 overs.
He can't even get into a trot, the poor bugger.
21-18, 144 Warragul to 6-5-41. That's on the Harvey Norman computer scoreboard. Right about the final siren time, coming up to the 28-minute mark of the final quarter.
We've ticked over 100 points, Timmy.
We have. Wibley and Lunders, they've gone all day. Wibley get the tap out. Coming through there, Hobbs, what a shock, takes one bounce, looks up ahead, he's looking for the lead there of Stewart and finds him. That's Jordan. Jordan's got leads going on everywhere. Where's the prime train?
He's on the bench.
Well, how can he be on the bench at the end of the game?
He's resting.
Stewart dumps the ball at the top of the square. Fowler's got 4 to beat. Coming over the back. It's like a game of 10-pin bowling. Skittled everywhere. That's a high tackle. He said for everybody except for the umpire.
I tell you what, if the prime train really was the people's champion, he'd chuck on the boundary umpiring gear and help us.
Ball up, top of the square for Warragul. Lund gets it down. Anyone can pick it up. They can't.
Oh, Harrison.
He's going to have a boundary throw in. Yep, he wants it again. He's saying, Lukey Garner, you might have it at the moment, but I'm going to try and get it. Boundary throw in. Only 29 minutes gone here. Final quarter comes in. Oh, Lund gives a big shove out for Fowler.
Oh, dear.
Takes him on, takes the tackler on. And the umpire gives him the benefit of the doubt. No prior on that opportunity there, Scud.
That's one thing I don't understand is the lack of free kicks out of a ruck contest. I don't think there's any...
Oh, he taps it down.
Here he is.
Here he is, Harrison.
Wow.
Throws it on the boot.
Wow.
And that there is a Zambrero goal of the day contender against Lukey Gardner.
We have a decision on our hands, gentlemen.
Weighted numbers might get him over the line.
Well, he's been trying for the last 10 minutes. That was a well-roved off the stoppage. That's a great goal.
Absolutely. 2 great goals. And Lukey Garner was there to give him a high five too as he kicked it.
And the margin is 109 points. We're almost at full time at the 29-minute mark of the final quarter. 22-18, 150 Warragul to Drouin 6-5-41. Harvey Norman Computers scoreboard.
It's been a big day for the home side here at Warragul. Ticked over 30 minutes in this final quarter. Just nudging 10 minutes to 5. It's been a big day. Tap down again from Wibley. Running onto this one is Wallace. Although left the footy behind. Quirk was there. Actually, all 3 of them were in the end. And now a quick kick from Williams to centre half forward. Bibby was the target. Shoved off the footy though by Hefford. Goes back and wins it. Gives a handball to Hobbs. Possession number, Paul Carter. Gets a kick away.
41.
And now goes out towards Kaya. Kaya to half forward. Wallace takes the mark. Jordan Stewart, rolls in from 49 and puts it over for another Warragul goal. He likes to celebrate, and he does just that with a brother. 24 goals in an afternoon.
Yeah, it's getting sickening now from a Drouin point of view. Fair credit to the young Drouin supporters though down behind the goal. The 16 four-wheel drives and 8 couches have gone nowhere thus far, so they're going to stick around and watch the end of the movie, but it's a horror show.
And that is 23-18, 156 Warragul to 6-5-41 Drouin. Harvey Norman Computers scoreboard.
7 goals in the final quarter for the Gulls to 1. And it's been one-way affair since about the 11-minute mark of the second quarter, to be fair.
Wibley got the tap down. Still trying to get it out there. Timekeepers take us out. Oi, there's a bit of a WWE because Quirk tried to tackle Hobbs and Hobbs said, I'm having none of it and I'm just going to dump you onto the ground. Nothing underwards in it, but I think he's landed on the cricket wicket if there's one still here at Western Park, and that's going to hurt him for a little while longer.
That's exactly what you need, 31 minutes and 110 points down.
Nothing un for Dorban?
No, nothing up for Dorban. Very good, Scud. Wibley got the tap down. Hobbs, he'll have another one. Handballs over the top to Garner. Garner puts it on the boot. Here it is, Harrison's there. What's he got? And there's the final siren.
Stewart was going to try and get another one. Final scores, 23-18, 156. Drouin 6-5-41. A big win for Warragul. We've got the post-game coming up after the break. We're going to have a chat to one of the star players from Warragul, talk about our goal of the day and wrap things up for round 9 of the Alinta Energy Gippsland League. It's all done and dusted for this week. Warragul win it by 115 points in the end, all thanks to Harvey Norman Electrical Gippsland.
A new standard of family living is coming to Gippsland. Virtue Home's new display home, the Marshall 28, is open now in Traralgon. The Marshall 28 is perfect for families and couples seeking a fresh, innovative home. Thoughtfully designed to evolve with you with a light and airy feel. You can rest easy knowing it's built by the award-winning team at Virtue Homes. The new Marshall 28 display home, open now on Marshalls Road in Traralgon. Visit virtuehomes.com.au for more info. CDBU 48113.
Time to take a look at the top 5 goals from round 8. Kicking us off at number 1, it's Traralgon's Cade Reuters here. Out of the pack, a quick snap, and that's the end of that. A brilliant goal. Well done. Number 2, it's Shannon Lang here from Sale. Receives the hand pass, goes bang from 50 and sails it all the way home. Number 3, Leon Gatha. How's this? Dyson Heppel pops up. A little bit of local footy on the left boot, sends it home. A brilliant goal. Number 4, the quick roving Keenan boy from Warragul. Did well, snap around the body. Oh yeah! Number 5, Cody McDonald from Morwell here. A fantastic effort, plucking one out of the air. A brilliant goal.